and gentlemen, to Demigods and Deities. I'm the
Demigods and
Dungeon Master
Deities!
of the Shade. And welcome to our Half-Blood Heroes. Woo! Say hi, everybody.
Hi,
everybody. Stop doing that. We'll get. We love you, Dimension 20.
I've never seen an episode
Welcome
of
back.
Dimension
It's been a hot second.
You're uncultured. I'm joking.
Last we met our heroes, the quest has begun. The prophecy given. As our heroes made their way out of New York, able to, of course, find food and provisions, being attacked on the road, though, unfortunately, by some hungry harpies. Maybe they were smelling the subway in your bags. Or subway, I guess. Maybe that's copyright. We will never know.
They are dead.
But unfortunately, as mortals can't see through the mist, you guys were kicked off the bus for, just property damage, I guess is the term.
I don't feel
Wake up, mortals.
And unfortunately, through a set of failed prayers on the side of the road, you were able to fly down a pretty nice guy who was able to give you right into Harrisburg official. But before you were able to rest too deeply, someone was hunting Mike. On an amazing nat 20, Mike quickly realized someone, and of course followed up with amazing checks from Willow and Maple, were able to discern a monster is on your guys' tail, and some humanoid figure wearing a dark matted glass biker's helmet is the last thing Mike was able to see as you pulled out of your train, as you all got tickets to Chicago. Wonderfully done. Again, this is actually a 19-hour train ride, and so with stops and everything, it comes out to almost a full day. Yes, Archie?
Can I transcribe my jump scroll into my spellbook?
In fact, you can, because you all will be able to easily get a long rest. As it would be kind of mean of me to be like, hey, I'm not sure. No, like, on the train, yes, there are stops, but not nearly long enough to ever trigger any sort of event of, oh, crap, like, is someone going to find us? And you guys do get about a day of downtime, so you'll be able to rest. And we are going to zoom in on a few people. And so, yes, if anyone has anything immediate, Nick, you had your hand.
Yeah, so the biker helmet guy, if I remember right, the last guy that I, noticeably, recognized with the biker helmet was Aries?
We're being followed.
Can I do a history check just to see if I know who this guy is that's following me?
Definitely. If you want, actually, that's pretty smart. Yeah, because because of your dream, you remember Aries had a biker helmet. Go ahead.
He's just sitting there. Maybe we should really about this week just happened to me and I didn't.
That's yours. I think it's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is pretty good. Here's what I'll give. Kind of this amalgamation. Again, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Here's kind of a building of what you know.
Yeah.
Since leaving camp, yes, you remember it's like Aries does have a biker helmet. The dude had a lot more fire decals, skull and crossbones and blood. This was a very almost what you could assume from movies you've snuck into or posters you've seen. Very spy vibe, I guess, is a great way to put it. Right. This is someone who was matted black jacket, matted black helmet, on a Dirty 20 history as well. In thinking about Willow and Maple's checks, right? They were able to tell this is a monster.
Okay.
But something else they were noticing, a lot of very earthy, musky, and dryish reptilian smell is what they got off of.
Okay.
That was something specifically Willow was able to catch on the air. That was a high enough check. And so, with the Dirty 20's history, I will also say this. You know in your life, looking back on it, it was a very, what a carefree life. What an awesome time to hang out with Butch, be able to shoot the air. Looking back, you do remember not every day was carefree. Even living with Butch, you do remember, we did end up still moving enough. But again, you're not thinking of, it as a move when you're technically homeless. It's yeah, let's go over here. But, moving around a lot, doing a lot of things, and especially on a jury trial, I'll give you, when Butch, you talk to him through an Irish message, where it's no, you'll be safe at Camp Half-Blood, you get the impression this hunter, whoever they may be, may have been on your tail much longer than just now. This may be an older sort of, and so it's what kind of old grudge have you had early in your life? Is I think on a Dirty 20, that's a lot of it, but it's a lot of those good deductions, there's a lot of things you can rule out, but unfortunately, it does leave gross implications of what you don't know.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything specific as well? Because there are some things that will be happening while you're down.
Can I make just a general check for monster smells?
Yes.
Because I mean, it's obvious it's a train, so it's gonna be gross anyway. But I want something that's like.
It helps that you are not underground, right?
Yeah.
But again, so go ahead. I will say, make me a perception check.
I missed that.
Amtrak.
You
I
get your
failed my
normal
perception.
advantage because, of course, you're just
Train.
insane abilities.
I get advantage.
Yes. It's like you will get disadvantage being underground, but normally when it's like a clear air, like you are pretty good at this.
Shut up. 12.
12.
It goes up 6. It
Yeah.
was a 6.
It was a 6.
It was a 6.
On a 12, you do understand though, like, hey, we're doing pretty good. Like every so often, and all you can see out the window every so often, you will see like maybe a centaur riding through the field, things that have maybe too many wings and tails to be flying in the sky. And Willow, I'd say with a 12, like as you watch, especially for danger, like anytime you get close enough, like a monster spell may start to smell like powerful, like at a train stop, the train's leaving. And so on a 12, you guys are doing pretty good. Nothing
I
seems to
have
be
a
good.
question.
Yes.
How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
1 hour.
Because I wouldn't just need to get
Yeah,
that.
not long.
We should do that
So
when we're like at.
So I was thinking about it, like if we could do Pass Without
Yes.
a Trace while we're on the
So,
train,
if I remember correctly, you
but-
said we don't understand what it says on our swords, right?
No, we do.
Oh, we do?
You are starting to understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to spend
You
this time, like,
already stuck up.
basically channeling divinity to figure out more of what it means.
Ooh, awesome.
Okay,
Right.
you have very similar thoughts to me.
Boxes
Like,
color
dude.
I will say
This
this.
is
then.
why you're twins.
I
Um,
can identify.
There
them.
you go.
Mhm.
If you're both gonna do that,
I
I
can
will.
There was
identify
one
your
other
sword.
thing that I wanted to do, but it would be related to the sword.
Gotcha. Okay. If it's both ready, so we might cut to one of those things then,
Okay.
and then Trent.
At a stop where we stop for like 3 minutes, can I download information for more Amtrak
No,
cross
like-
country? Like to plan
For
like
like
from
Amtrak,
Chicago.
it's easy
Where?
enough to like look at their stuff,
I would
but to
say
like
just-
download something
There's
specific,
no
like
maps
to-
on the train.
I mean, like to go onto the website, be like, cool. What options do we have from
Wait, didn't
Chicago?
you
Oh,
guys
That's
have
right.
to
chance
get to a
connect
website?
Wi-Fi
No.
because you jumped right on the train as
But also, there's gonna be maps.
You have to
like
hard
you'll be
plug
able to
in.
find
Yeah,
the maps.
just
It's
get
like,
hard
but you won't
copy
be able to
maps.
do like an intense.
Oh my
Again,
gosh, yeah. Does the train have like all across the country maps? Like this is what we offer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure they
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool. I'm doing
Like
that
that-
then.
That's how I got around
See,
Scotland.
I'm not tech smart.
Yeah,
It's
but we did it
definitely
too.
no, yeah. You'll be able to easily get like
But
a
we had
what does
access
this
to the
service
railway
offer?
service.
No,
Calling
but
that.
like again,
So you
it's
get,
like
like,
the downside.
3
You
different
have to
school
stop
rail
at a
today.
library, a public
Oh my
building.
gosh.
But then it's like
For
to,
Amtrak?
no, for
no,
like
sorry, about the
for
audio.
internet download
Okay.
like
Yeah.
big stuff, and that's where it
That's
becomes
what's
that
in Ireland.
liability. It's like, but
Because,
we're stopping for a
It
while,
would say
right?
everything
Like,
in English and then in
So
Gaelic.
can I do that then?
that's
Can I
awesome.
investigate like
yes,
where we
like
can
we
go?
will
grocery
cut to you
syndrome.
after the twins. Then let me just get
So
that
we were right in
in
the heart
order.
of all countries that like depending
Awesome.
on which one you brag, you
Um,
can Italian,
We're gonna
German,
go, yeah,
Spanish.
to Alexa and Elena for a second.
Obviously,
Kind of a little
on one
downtime.
train.
I will say, like, it's easy enough, like, to take rotations, while sleeping, because again, even though you are safe enough, right, it's that
We
nice,
should
like,
still
hey,
be on
have an
watch.
eye open.
Can
We
I
thought
like,
we were safe on
nudge
the bus.
Mabel and be like, hey, you do your check. I'm thinking this.
Maple,
but
alright. I will make a check for Maple. That is already, that's a 22. Maple is able to smell and said, you guys are in the clear. This train, like maybe a year or two ago had a monster singular on it, but like nothing that could kill you is anywhere
See,
close.
this is why we had Mabel.
This is why you
That's
gotta,
better than I
you
did.
gotta really hammer
Honestly,
down.
they have everything down. I don't know how they're. How are they so put together and it cuts over and Maple's like snoring?
Maple's still,
Lexi
Maple's still like, you
and
might be
Elena.
normal.
Let's cut to
No,
you
yeah.
guys.
That's
He
me.
summoned a hell puppy.
That's me. who's
I don't
not-
think
can't
he's
smell.
normal.
He's
Or yeah,
completely
Willow, not
normal.
Maple.
Yeah, he's completely normal.
Deodorant,
Maybe he's
guys.
even human.
Maybe it's human.
You guys
It's
are
hilarious
right.
because he's like
Are
bad
there,
claims
Are
and
there like
basically by
records
now
of
like we
humans being
know,
able to
but
see through
no,
the
he's just human.
M&M
human.
Miss what?
We are now going to do a bit of a role play downtime, focusing in on some people. We'll start with the twins. This is again like when you get on the train, it's already close to evening, almost 9 o'clock. As as you take your shift in the night, obviously you can both pull out your swords. You in that polishing, sharpening, checking out. Alexi, you look at your blade, and again, much easier now. Now that you're understanding your heritage, you read in ancient Greek astropi, or lightning, as it would translate. And Elena, you look at yours, and it's animos, or wind. Lightning and wind. As you are traveling, you guys, after a while, someone does come through your guys' like compartment. This is a very open train sense of like there's no reserve tickets, but it's like find a seat, they can recline. A guy comes through in a like light blue vest. He's got like kind of like more running sneakers on with like his little like conductor-ish like hat, right? As you can tell, he's making his rounds. In his left hand, he has one of the ticket clickers. And in his right, of course, he has like just some other tickets or like stubs as he's just marking off people. He comes up to your group while you're sleeping, so he looks. It's like, yes, may I have both your tickets, please? Sure. And take them getting from the party. He starts clicking through and just, so, you guys look tired out. Well, what's going on?
Just tell me the truth.
We're just on a trip.
Yeah.
Honestly, friends on a trip.
Yeah.
Well, you're asleep. No, they're the only ones. This is like again
This
like
is their like watch.
I like point
This
to
is their
Willow.
watch.
Willow looks older than us, right?
No.
Willow looks like a 12, 13 year
Right.
old. That dryads don't look old. Like it's.
We're headed to visit someone.
You should just tell her she
Extended
looks,
family.
she looks older than
You see this guy
It is
nods.
real.
This,
true.
We're not lying.
this guy like extended family. They are kind of the worst actually sometimes.
Yeah, especially ours. You know.
I
Yeah.
believe it. Just wait till you meet Grandpa.
Oh boy.
Grandpa?
This guy is
Hermes?
he's like, Grandpa, personally never met him either, but from what I've heard from, at least the old stories, he was worse than Cronus, let me tell you.
Wait.
As this, no checking, of course, as you figure out, this is the god of travel, Hermes. As he's sitting
Okay,
there.
I'm okay with Hermes.
Yeah. Hermes is good.
You see he takes a moment, finish clicking, kind of puts the tickets in Willow's pocket, just like good little protector. You guys want to take a walk?
Yes.
Okay. Don't trust him. Okay.
I mean, I will say. Don't trust anyone.
I'll do an
Like
inside
in the
check.
snow.
I'll do an inside
You
check,
can
but
do an inside
I
check.
kind of feel like I would trust him.
Go ahead.
That's a 10.
That's a
Plus?
Is Hermes related? Like, is Hermes the son of Zeus?
Yes,
he's like their
half brother. 13.
Yeah, you might be careful because Dad's been playing some favorites with you too.
I know, it's just. Elena's not the smartest.
Older brother might.
13.
You know.
Not the one I
You
would expect
get
to do
though
that.
the immediate with the kind of under Hermes, right? A lot of the mist fades in that sense, right? Starts giving off this obvious godly power, right? There's a lot of aura.
I don't think we can really tell him no.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say no to Nathan Fillion.
You can't say
He's
no to
the
Nathan.
only Hermes!
Hey.
As bad as that movie was, they got that
Pass
perfectly.
Nathan for the live action, please.
Please.
What
Love
about
it.
the Hades?
We love
Hades
Wait, are you talking about
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the Percy Jackson?
Percy
Yeah.
Jackson. Nathan
It's
Fillion,
also
you
Castle.
saved the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys walk along with the dude that looks like this modern actor. As you walk through, he sends his clicker off. That kind of clicks people's tickets as you walk through the train. A lot of people are sleeping or deeply invested in electronics. As he goes through and just, wow, I mean, guys looking great.
Thanks.
You see, it's been a while. I think last time I saw you, I was dropping your dad off. I think for a meeting, right? Either of you can make a history check if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll try.
You guys have
shoot.
let's see what Alexi remembers.
16.
16.
Not bad,
That's
not
still
bad.
high enough. You remember vividly though, this attaché that you actually know with your father, like in pictures or something, would show you this dude that would ferry him around or talk to him, and immediately realize it's because Hermes is the messenger of the gods, almost always was Zeus. You remember, the day he was dropping off your
You're
dad,
like
and
his
you.
secretary?
He's like, messenger. But I think I was one of the few gods that kind of knew what Zeus was up to be honest. I mean, you can't go for extended periods of time and not have someone ask where the skies went. Am I right? At one point, the clicker comes back, and you realize it has now become a caduceus, a full staff with wings, with twin serpents around it. She's like, oh, don't worry, George and Martha don't bite. In fact, they're a little sleepy right now. Alexa, you swear one of the snakes will go, as he kind of like leans it very nonchalant over his shoulder. You even get that impression of like, is that where, you know, people who travel the little hobo packs with the staff? But the thought passes as he continues talking. No, you guys are doing great. Honestly, pretty good work with the harpies, and you know, I mean, we're all watching from Olympus. I mean, and it's kind of rough when y'all pray at once. I mean, no one wanted to be the first to stand and do something.
Okay, I kind of get that.
No, well, in some ways you can, in some ways you can't. At this point, you realize you don't even know if you remember walking. You've entered like a private dining car, and are like, as he sits down at a little lounge table, invites you. He kind of leans back. He's like, "Now, you may have guessed, I am the messenger of the gods, so I don't just come for a friendly chat. I do come with a bit of a message. Yes.
Why don't you hate us?
Why don't I hate you?
Because
It's fair.
Mr.
D doesn't
really
like us a whole lot.
hates us.
Well, I mean, he doesn't like anyone.
To be fair, he is one of our brothers that doesn't love a lot of people.
Fair.
No, I mean, I'm not the kind to hold a grudge. Dad wasn't around for me growing up, but I wasn't even really around my mom. I mean, you may have, I won't get into the story, but I may have snuck out as a baby and stolen a bunch of cats. But like, I'm not the kind of guy that need my parent around at all times. But I thought it was fine. Zeus wanted to spend time with you guys. I'm not one to immediately bark at it. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't love the idea of it because it has other implications. And well, I mean, all of us want to be better parents, don't we?
Okay.
Thanks for being chill, big bro.
No problem. But
Weird.
you
love
see,
it. I think it's
he's
cute.
got this very devilish glint that immediately you actually, it's the kind of glint sometimes you get from Mike in that like, you're nice, but what do you got in your pockets? That's a very, it's a roguish look, right? In that like, yeah, you're buttoning up.
Among other
Like,
things.
no, but it's definitely though, as you see Hermes leaning back again, Caduceus now just gently propped against the table, just, well, we're all watching with great interest. And I have been asked to, you know, care of anonymous. They don't love putting their name to this, to be fair. Would you mind running what we might call a bit of an errand on your way?
Oh,
What's the
you're
errand?
gonna get us all killed.
You see, he pulls out of his pocket a little silvery glinted, like, packet, like you would get tickets in. You see, he goes, this is a bit of a down payment to head a little bit down the ways to Mississippi.
A little.
A god would love you to check out something, and when you get there, you might understand why. And this is what we would call a little down payment in terms of if you go this way, help out, and more to come. Again, no god can reasonably speak loudly on anyone's behalf right now until, I don't, you know, Uranus knows what would change, and, well, the dude hasn't been alive in forever. He's very much gone.
Really quick, what is the thing that he's handing us?
These are tickets. Tickets that don't have a departure time or date.
Okay.
But, you know, to arrive down in Mississippi, basically, you see, he goes, I have these. You can use them at any time, anywhere. They'll help get you passage. It's easy enough to flare up the mortals. They'll see what they want. And it's free passage down on this kind of train to get to Mississippi.
So would this
Okay.
help us at all?
This what?
Would this help us at all?
It could.
There would then be more free travel to come, from my understanding.
That could help out.
And
a
I
lot.
feel like this might be someone trying to help us, honestly.
Yeah.
Because why would they bother us if they need someone to do a favor. We're kind of like all busy and everyone hates
Yeah.
us.
Let's just
Let's see. Oof.
Unless they're trying to get you
Can
killed
you give us
specifically.
any other hints?
I will say, yeah, Hermes definitely understands the kind of thought process. Just goes, it's intimidating. Jeez, I can't remember. You should have seen the look on Perseus's face when I tried to tell him about where to find the Grey Sisters. Dude thought I was gonna mug him. I get it, but as the expression goes, like I told him that day, don't stab the messenger. Well, the mortal's got something about shooting now. My point being, I get your apprehension, and I will say, sometimes it's not wise to turn down a request of
That's
God,
kind of what I'm prepared
but
for.
no one would blame you if you did, especially now. You see he puts the tickets down in front of you and just, now, I need to be going, making my rounds, not on this train, but you guys will make the right decision. You see, as he stands up, he reaches over, dings a little bell by the service counter. As you turn to look at you, turn back, you are both back in your normal seats, and there is small little prepackaged lunches for everyone sitting in front of you.
I really like Hermes.
No one else is awake. You don't even know if any real time has passed, right? In that, like, weren't we just here?
It would have been really funny. You guys leave your post, monsters attack. You come back and like a manticore's just eating one.
Everyone's dead. No.
That's kind of what I was like, they didn't wake anyone up. Like.
From the solo twin quest. Oof. I mean, this city's not that far from Chicago.
And plus, I mean, I really think that maybe someone's trying to help.
Yeah. Like, this could be from Dad.
Do you
To
think
give
so?
you the actual, like, it's basically from Chicago. It's still heading west, but then, like, diagonally
Yeah.
for, like, it's just a 5-hour down in,
We still got time.
and these tickets can technically be used anywhere, anytime.
Oh,
So it's
Should we
like,
go
the
to
second you get off the
Chicago
train, you could
first?
check in and, like, get
Well,
a
yeah,
train,
but we
or it
can't.
could be, like, go look around, get a ticket. It's kind of this open-ended quest offer, to be
How
honest.
about we go after Chicago?
Yeah. And let's talk to the rest of the group and
Yeah.
see.
Before we wake everyone else up, I did want to do something
Yes.
because, like, again, like trying to figure stuff out with the swords. Elena's thinking is this is directly from Dad. This is obviously like godly stuff, and she's really just this whole time has been focusing on trying to get a hold of Dad and get some answers because he made some big issues.
He made issue.
Yeah. So I honestly just want to do another religion check, trying to with the sword, with Dad
Yeah.
through the sword. This sounds weird, but
Go
Elena's
for
12.
it.
It's
I
fine.
like it.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
Not a lot's coming through.
Nat
You wonder
20.
if-
You could have saved
As
me.
Trent is sleep fighting yours. No, I will say this: it's hard to like know a god's will, especially with everything going on, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so these swords just seem like, hey, this is the one thing we have physically from Dad.
And so
Cool,
with the
okay.
packet of tickets, is it like a ticket for all of us or just the twins?
Ticket for everyone.
Okay, I was gonna
Okay.
say what?
Oh yeah, no, that would be
No, 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 no.
insanely like sketchy to be like only the two of you.
Yeah, I'd be like,
No.
twins-
someone wants to
it's
kill
a
us.
twins
That's how you
Party
know.
come back level 20.
This was a open invitation to everyone that you assume came because Hermes wanted to talk, maybe just to you two.
Okay.
But it is like a ticket for everyone's inside. Yeah, like you can open it. It's not like you break the seal and something bad happens. Like
Okay,
there are
cool.
8
Just
tickets,
unleash a
one for
bag of
every
wind.
single one of you. So
Demonic plague. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start
so-
waking people up.
Yeah.
Or actually, let's
Well,
wait
yeah.
until the end of
You
our
can
watch
wait
so
until
they can get
everyone's
sleep.
rotation.
Yeah, let's them
Yeah.
keep sleeping. Then
And
we'll
we-
talk to him in the day.
and we
Yeah.
cut then to when everyone's up. Because there is a lot of food that is just randomly there. So I assume everyone's probably going to be curious about that.
Yes.
So we can cut to, this is then going to be like the next morning, like early 6 or 7 a.m. on the train, where you can kind of roleplay this out and to figure out people's vibes.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
gonna
guys.
like start waking up the girls first.
Yeah, I'll wake up the guys and then just like once everyone's awake, it's like, okay guys, so we got breakfast from Hermes,
Yeah.
or courtesy of Hermes.
He's really cool.
The Demigods are getting invested.
Shouldn't eat that.
I mean, he's a brother.
doesn't this?
I'm also gonna
He's
pull.
nice.
I'm then
He's
gonna
a
pull out
little
the tickets and just Willow.
How
He
did
also
you know
gave
the
us
stories
these.
of quests.
Willow. He also gave us all these free
He's-
tickets.
Maple just
Where?
ancient Greek saying never trust a free lunch. And
Well,
we
it's
literally just
not
got a free
free.
lunch.
It's not free because
He wants us to
do
go
a
to
favor.
Mississippi.
And
Apparently,
do what?
One of the gods evidently doesn't want to say who, but they need us to do a favor, and they are willing to help us get the rest of the way to Atlas.
Before we
What
get
favor?
too excited,
We don't know.
He didn't really say. It was more like a
We'll
we'll find out when we get there.
how many days do we have left in our quest?
Right now you have to give you an actual time because I think this is
Trent's on
yours.
top of everything.
This is currently June 5th. Is like it is now June 5th, the day you're traveling. You've woken up on the 5th. The prophecy says the world will end June 21st.
And today
That
Okay.
gives you about
16 days.
16, 17 days ish, right?
So-
It's only 5 hours away. Can I do a little searching and see if there's any Amtrak options in the south? Because if not, this could be bad, and we'd
Here's
be
what I'm saying.
greyhounding it the rest
This
of the
isn't even totally south. Mississippi is actually a little bit midway in the map. But what you know, Trent, from like you could have done this during your watch, right? Again, it's like
wow,
watch
this
and look up.
die is
Um,
grounded.
Eventually, you could find trains like all the way to
Yeah, it's-
California. It's just like some may be a little bit out of the way, some might be more expensive than others. Like on this current system, again, it's like eventually you'll get there.
Why do you guys have to be demigods? Because then we could fly everywhere, and it's so much faster.
Well, we could fly. It's
You can
his
fly.
fault. No, I'm saying
Well,
like if
it's-
we
it's
got in a
also-
plane.
You see,
Oh,
Maple,
yeah,
like,
that's right.
if Mike steps foot in a plane,
I'm not
we
cool
might
either.
all die.
I'm sure the same thing would probably happen to me.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Archie, you
right.
would get
Yeah.
struck down too.
Yeah.
So it's their fault.
Okay.
I
well,
mean, we'd be safe.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
guys.
their
But
fault.
we're not the
fly-
other gods.
Anyways,
Sorry.
so as much as this might seem like a side quest, I don't think
Do you
it
use that term?
is.
Please say yes.
Yes, I'm.
Yes.
The prophecy does, and of course, Child of Hades is the one bringing up this line, but
Oh, down south.
right after mentioning, let's see, traverse the land while all dreams halt, death once in bog, another insult.
Oh, bog would be
Salt Lake.
Mississippi.
What?
No,
yeah.
a bog.
swamp.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will
so I
say-
know, but like you
I
guys
mean-
are supposed to run away.
I mean, if
from...
we're talking definition of bogs, most of America, you know, I'll shop. And you see Trent goes back down to going up.
No, you're good,
I
Trent.
think
You're all
what
good.
Trent was saying is like there could be different bogs, and even if it
But-
is Mississippi or like, don't all the Greek myths say if you try to like cheat your fate, it'll catch up to you faster?
You see,
That's
Maple
yeah.
nods
Like-
like,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
not-
she's heard Oedipus at least once since coming to Camp Half-Blood, right? It's like,
oh, that was like a thing
Day
you had to
one,
read
right?
in school.
Like, that was
I
an
didn't say,
orientation.
right? It's one of
Wait,
those
so
like,
are you
ew,
saying
ew.
avoiding Mississippi is avoiding the fate, or going to Mississippi
Is this a question? or
trying to avoid it might mean we just like go to the bog where we actually die, you know?
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is
I look over
part
at Maple and I'm
of the
like,
problem.
so
At the
that if
very
this was
least,
the-
Okay.
we could
Yeah,
either
we'll
all
just
die or we'll get a lot of help.
And it never
I think
said
it's worth
we
the
were
risk
gonna
for a
die.
lot
It
of
could be
help.
like a monster death.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, anywhere
Oh,
we
I
go,
like
we're gonna
that.
die. We could just.
I like that.
Or maybe like
Please.
we're fighting a hydra in the bog or something.
You guys
Oh,
also,
I don't want
You
to
guys-
do that.
And
you also realize there
I
is
could
a
read
bug.
fire on it.
Yes.
Trent's just every so often like, and this dark thing.
but it's like, well, Trent's like, no matter where we go, we're gonna get attacked anyway.
Hey guys,
all
the
the
more we
darkness that you're
try,
feeling, put in your nail polish.
the more we
I
try,
tried.
It looks amazing then.
Thanks.
And then you feel happy inside.
Just
No,
bottle
that
up,
doesn't work. No, 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 no,
bottle
no,
up
no, no.
those
Trust
feelings
me,
and
it
bury
works.
them.
I'm
So,
gonna
Willow, what do you say after
multiple
Chicago
messages
down on a
in
train to
nail
Mississippi?
Well,
This
if
is
I-
literal ADHD demigods trying to plan anything. No, that's, I go, no, but Will
I'm
was
gonna-
making that
Here,
good.
I'm gonna shocking grasp and bring my hands together like a mini
Yeah.
thunderbolt.
Boom.
That's
Yes.
probably not a bad idea.
Okay,
Sorry,
guys,
popped it, paper bag.
plan here.
okay, so
I say we go down because we're gonna die anyways.
adult adult figure speaking.
Where?
Well, guys,
Slaps her
One
on
more
person.
damage.
Mark it down. I'm down 44.
Yeah, sure. I don't think she heard what I said, so.
Yeah, good.
Yup. I'm just gonna stay quiet.
So, yes, Willow,
Okay.
you have the floor.
Okay, so there's a couple thoughts. First of all, the more we try to interpret the prophecy, the more confusing and hard it's going to be. But I'm gonna put this one out here. Death does not just mean dying, but there also is a god. Just putting that out there.
True.
Second thought. I don't have a problem going to Mississippi if that's what you guys want to do. I am your protector. I come along with you on the quest. It is not my job to make decisions. So, as a collective group, do you guys want to go to Mississippi?
You see,
Yes.
Maple
Go
Monster
for
just,
it,
I'm
plan.
staying out. It's your choice.
Okay. And Trent, is there a faster way? Like, do we need to stop in Chicago, or is there a stop
Can I see if
earlier
there's
to
a
be
faster way
faster?
from
Um,
Chicago
well,
to the
like,
next stop? Or
Once you're
Mississippi to
here,
the
it
next
is like you will have to get off at Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Like, that's kind of the vibe right now. But it is that, like, once you're in Chicago, you could just, like, hand over the tickets and be like, yeah, let's go. And, like, they would set you up for a train, whenever
And
that would be.
we're asking also, Hermes said something about there would be other free passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's also a good reason to go.
Yeah, he's
Also, can we talk about the
really
implications
cool.
of God meddling in the middle of this? The gods are kind of.
I think
Hermes
that
Hermes
someone's
did
trying
say
to
they're
help us.
all watching.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think in a way, like our parents might not think the best of each other, but the fact that we're all on the same
I think
team
you guys
here,
are all cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
right?
I'm
I think
sketch, but we like you too.
Don't you all get along? No, I love
We're-
it. Yeah.
we're all kind of
Everybody
on the
tried to
same
kill each
team
other
here.
earlier, okay?
It's not like we're starting World War III.
No.
I would not like that because now humans have nukes.
We aren't starting
So-
World War III.
I love Mike's very serious. Wait, now one more.
Mike, look at
Hey,
Oh.
hey, I'm not saying it's off the table.
No, don't encourage
As long as we're on the same
This is
side.
just what happened last time. Everybody, we're going to Mississippi. That's my vote.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're going to Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Let's
As you
is-
guys all take,
go. I'm just gonna ignore you
a
guys.
lot of time is able to pass.
Can I like have multiple brochures that are like
Lee,
this
can you
thick at
teach
this
me how to
point so I
meditate?
know
Yeah.
I'm
I might need that.
Yes,
Okay,
Mike
cool.
and then Lee.
Yeah, so when we get to Chicago, because we're going to Chicago right now, can we please go directly to Mississippi? I have a feeling that the guy that saw us knows we're going to Chicago, so if we could just like make a beeline right to Mississippi and miss him, that'd be awesome.
But we also don't really have time to not do that, so I didn't think we were going to make stuff.
Well, we could do like Chicago first and then go to Mississippi.
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
we need to go to Chicago?
Because
we
like that
can't
is
stop
your
for
side.
it.
It's
Okay,
like
I just
at
want to
this
make sure there
point,
wasn't
like
something that we were supposed to do in Chicago. It's just a stop.
Chicago
It's just a
was
stop.
a stop.
Okay, let's go from Chicago. We'll find the first train that
Okay,
goes to
cool.
Mississippi.
Yep.
Cool. Lee.
So, since we like have a bunch of time on the trip, I had a thought of what I wanted to do. I probably need Trent's help with this, but remember at camp I was studying like resistances and immunities to like different damage types and stuff. I want like full on flashcards with just like pictographs because of the dyslexia. And just like, okay, like hydras and fire or like whatever the things
Full-
are, just like
Pokemon-esque symbols of fire and acid and
just so
water.
like I'm basically training myself mentally so like when I
will say
have those dragon
that's
moments like
an
what
excellent use of downtime,
That
and
is
that
so
will
cool.
help. So that will give you advantage on history checks if you need
Thank
to
you.
make them.
if I need to
Are
make
you
them
sure
You're
you're
so
not a
cool.
child of Athena?
So the child of Athena is the one. Lee's asking for help making
Flashcards
Pokemon-esque
really.
flashcards so that she can remember what she's weak and resist to.
Oh, sick.
kind
I
of
know what
damage
different
type.
monsters are weak and resistant to.
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
got it. Come here. And you see he
Trent
starts
uses
picking up.
Lee. Lee used fire breath. It's super effective.
Literally.
Notebook.
Trent's my Pokemon trainer.
It
Yeah,
literally.
I got you.
That's so
What's
weird.
your catchphrase?
Oh,
Um,
I don't know. What would a dragon catchphrase be?
uh,
You know, like
Whatever Charizard is, I basically
Really, Charizard.
Charizard.
I know it's kind of like just
Except
Charizard,
Charizard isn't even a dragon
but, like,
type.
That's true. He should be though.
He absolutely needs to be.
definitely.
or like not, but
Dragon.
you know.
As you guys like get into the implications, time does pass. You guys noticed. I will say that's actually like something maybe a little obvious. Nick has started like kind of putting up like a hoodie, right? Like kind of changing into different clothes to, or like you're not sure maybe where he's getting the clothes from. You hope it's not from other passengers, but in that sense of like
We know
He
him well
is,
enough by now.
Yeah.
getting a little
There's a person behind us looking
deceptive,
for
so to speak. Archie, you are able also with your jump spell. The children of Hecate, when you start transcribing, it's not hard enough. Like going to, you can like ask a stranger for a pen, right, or like any of these things.
Oh, I
As
have
you
a pen.
Oh yeah, you.
I got a whole backpack full of stuff.
Yeah, you are able to transcribe, and what you notice also in working with this Book of the Dead, we'll say, as you write it, you feel very connected. You're not sure if the connection's good or not, but like it's more than just ink on a paper. You feel that physical, visceral, like as the ink flows from you, putting your own imprint into this book.
At the same time, he'd probably be like musing over cool stuff and like, oh, but maybe this, maybe that, and then he would also, through that, get his other new spells.
Yes, it's. Go ahead and roll me an insight check on the book, if that makes sense. I know, like, normally you need it feet, but it's like there's something that only you can get from doing this. Insight, yes.
Is a 17.
17. You kind of get the vibe that, again, while this book is ancient, while putting in this jump spell, something that doesn't exist, so to speak, or finding some of these spells might be from others, if that makes sense, right? That's on. You beat that DC in like.
I'm adding to the book itself.
You have added to this living history, so to speak, of spells, and so what the spells you can find and discern, they came from somewhere, is what you're starting to get with this Book of the Damned. And as you're fishing that up, you guys find as the hours pass, coming closer again, like it's a almost full day, 24-hour trip, a little bit under. As you're pulling up to the station, it is about 8:30 p.m. Chicago time.
Should we
Actually,
buy
I need to
an
know.
hour here?
It is 7:30. Time zone difference.
Yeah.
It is now 7:30. You have an extra. You guys are able to get off the train. Anyone who the first thing, no perception check needed, is again, boom, the wind that just immediately hits you. All of you feel it, right? It's that like, whoa, they don't call it the Windy City for nothing. Elena, it feels great though. Like the wind whips around your hair, full like Disney princess esque. Where like, everyone else is like, oh, okay. Yours is like perfectly flowing. Like
Wait,
off to the
what's
side.
wrong with your hair?
You turn to the left and the hair just like follows around. Like it's full like anime. Like that's not how physics. But no, it's just a little cosmetic thing. It's really easy. I mean, the winds feel great to you. Alexi, it's not as bad for you because your hair's a little more close cut, but it's still that like. Yeah, what do you
Are
guys?
you secretly a Misty princess?
You a
Mouse
Dibney?
Dibney?
Dibney princess?
Are you a Dibney princess?
As you guys step off, though, anyone that wants, just in this new city, go ahead and make perception checks as you are in this brand new station.
Can I have advantage with wind?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I gave you a cosmetic thing, not a
if
game
you gave it to
mechanic.
me, then why not?
I would not.
You said perception, right?
Yes, perception.
19.
19?
18
That's an
Plus
18!
plus 6.
24.
18 plus 6.
I did good
18
for once
plus
in
6.
my life.
That's also 24.
3.
3. 12.
8.
8. No, it's, and,
Guys, I only have a plus 1.
I gotta be fair with Maple.
But I got an 18.
Flat,
That's awesome.
11. Both times.
Hey,
Wow.
can we go to the Bean? I know we need to go on a train, but like they have a statue here called the Bean, and
They
I
have a
always
Bean.
wanted to see it.
No, because Mike
The
needs
first
to-
thing, if you guys
On our
wanted
way
to,
We
was
already
immediately
hunted.
going to a kiosk
Yeah,
to
let's
review
do it on
the
our way back.
tickets.
Can we have like a vacation on the way back?
Yeah!
Yes! Okay, so hear
Alright.
me out, because we have to go to California, right? We can go to Mousekerland, and then we can also come to the Bean.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
It's like Disneyland, but copyright friendly.
Copyright.
Copyright friendly, because we're starting on
Mousekerland!
I see. I'm really
Where all your dreams are
Mousekerland,
really
and
sure to
then-
happen. Anywho,
Sorry.
just put in order,
And then
just
we
so
can go
I
to
know.
Five Flags.
Trent.
What?
Sorry, I need to make sure. Are you guys, like, do you want to go look around first and then come back
No,
and do the
we
tickets
want
first?
to immediately
Tickets
go.
first. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
you were
saying
able,
on our way back we could go on vacation.
I'm going to do a
Yeah.
quick roll. Cool. You immediately redeem the tickets. The train leaves in 3 hours.
Are
about
you
10:30.
serious?
We
I
can
ro-
go to the Bean!
That's
Oh, we should stay at the
not all trains are
station.
perfect, so
I'm
I rolled a
sorry.
D4 just to see, like, hey,
Perfect
how
station,
close.
the
Because
station, the
these are great tickets from Herbie's. It's not like you'd have to wait like a day or two, because sometimes, again, depending on where they are, but you should be fine. So it's about a 3-hour thing of waiting
I'm
around.
gonna say no to the Bean just because the traveling if we're
We don't
worried
wanna
about
get
somebody
lost in Chicago.
following,
I will
and
say-
we're worried about somebody following us.
We don't want to leave any
Currently,
trails
right now,
whatsoever. Yeah,
you
no, that's
will
smart.
need to find at least some sort of food because the food Hermes was able to provide helped.
Did he give us any ambrosia or nectar?
No, just
Dang
like
it.
that's a lot to ask for.
I
Like the dude paid
Yes.
for lunch and or brunch, I guess you could even call
He's
it.
a god. He's got cash.
And he's
Hey,
busy.
it's
I know.
Be a god.
It's hey, that's also copyrighted.
That's also
I was just saying it's tough to
You're
be a
good.
god.
You're good.
Hey, Trevor,
So
sing
yes,
us some
sing
songs.
us
you
some
guys
songs.
can go look for food. You can go look for food. I will say from where you're at right now, if you were curious,
Here's a quick question though, because the last time we got food, you said it would last for like at least 3 meals, right? But that's not counting then the meals that we got provided on the train. So it's like how much of that would
because
still be
again,
left?
those think about the lunches, or excuse me. So far, you've had what you would have had yesterday for breakfast, or excuse me, 2 days ago now, because it would have been your breakfast and lunch and dinner before getting on the train, or like what you would have eaten while booking it onto the train while running, right? Like
Yeah.
you book it on the train. So I think those 3 are gone.
So we
You
use
might have like 1 or 2
One
left.
sandwich, yeah.
I just
One
bought
second.
a bunch of like protein bars, like Clif
Yes,
bars.
you have 1. You have about like 3 left, right? Like,
Oh.
but again, like that's a meal per person, so that would like overall feed 4 of you.
That's fair.
Then the other 4 Maple included
Also,
would need something.
I have 3 meals worth of southern food and I'm not gonna get it.
Trent,
Yeah, right. And that's the other thing.
Trent's-
It's like it's a subtle, it's a personal preference too, where it's like
Like,
if you
yeah.
want to give up your food.
Trent is like nose deep, like somehow he found a tourist travel guide brochure and you don't like he didn't leave the circle.
I'm
He's
gonna
like, hey guys, so apparently in August, let me roll with this. If this isn't okay, let me know. It's like there's a pizza place 3 blocks from here.
I'm down for pizza.
We're in
Did
Chicago.
you say
let's
that
go
just because
pizza.
August hates Chicago pizza?
I made a check. Yeah, there's a pizza place about 3 blocks. Not
Okay,
too
we're
far.
totally going to die.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm with Archie, we're
Is there
dead.
a closer place to eat?
That's actually no. Like from
Yeah.
where like train station where like that's the closest to like from where you would probably be able to get that like better price and also something that's
Okay.
Woo!
better
And
food.
they say
If
it's
you
a
eat food
city
in the
thing.
train station. First of all, there's no guarantee the train station would have like food, and then
That's true.
secondly,
They have
like
trains. You could eat a
it's
train.
super expensive.
When pizza's the healthy option, you know there's a problem.
Okay,
There's
it's
no
not. You
problem.
guys are thinking like Little
Um,
Caesar's pizza. This is like
Alrighty.
Giovanno's. It says an Italian name.
You guys can walk
mean
down.
anything.
So is
Uh,
Mario
Chicago.
and
I'm gonna make
Luigi,
another
and
check for the
that's,
pizza. You guys walk down and are
You're not
able to
worried.
order food. The pizza is absolutely awful. Only a godless heathen would put sauce on top of your cheese, which was already on top of the bread. Everything is soggy and gross.
Not gonna lie, Chicago pizza.
Yeah, I'm
is really
slamming on
gross.
Chicago. It's awful. You know it. You're from Chicago.
Are you getting like hate
Whoever's
to the chat
in there.
already?
No, like
I
it's
went
bad.
deep dish. I didn't go sauce on top. I went deep dish.
What do you
Well, because they later.
what do you think deep dish is in Chicago?
It's called Red Top Pizza.
It's
You
that's
guys
what.
can leave me alone. Trent has been.
No, that's the most straight. Like I'm not gonna order Chicago style. I'm gonna order deep dish, and the dude gives you a look and still like writes down your order. Yeah, and full like brings out the same food as everyone else.
Oh, sick.
I will say-
How much did that cost?
For everyone, it's it's nice and easy $10. Unlike some other places
Oh,
where.
that's a lot cheaper than I
Because again, like
expected.
that's why I made the check. It's like this is a place where it's like yes, you're gonna get. You just had this meal. This will also count for an extra meal. You can take leftovers from the pies, even though like, would you want to? But it's like it's like that's why it's like you want to get away from the fast food because then it's like good food and affordable price. Because fast food, while closer, can get pricey, right?
Yeah.
Especially in
I'll
touristy.
pack the leftovers because we need to have food,
Definitely.
even
Yeah.
if it is kind of.
Yeah, you guys.
I liked it.
You take a
Trent's
good
good.
like it's not too bad like you know in that like you
pizza, but
order you
honestly,
eat
like, I
you're sitting
prefer
down
Chicago
getting food
pizza. That sounds
it takes about like 45 to an hour right not too
Just
bad
shoves like a full piece into his mouth.
I mean, maybe you're just from
draw.
Chicago at this point.
Yeah.
Well, like,
August.
Alexi
Uh-oh.
Yes.
when you go to pay for your food
That is
your
so
wallet
weird.
is completely gone.
Did you steal it?
Mike?
This is the second time,
Hey, Mike,
sir!
I think we need to have an intervention about stealing.
Okay, if his wallet is missing, I'm immediately gonna go to Mike because
I'm
he
just
did it
gonna-
last
I'm
time.
just gonna push Mike against the wall and just spread him.
Middle of this piece of art.
I
It's not like
am not
hecka
gonna
crowded
do
but like you got a couple people look over as this team's like hey
I'll respond. I'll be like, do you guys really think that I would steal
Yes.
from you if
Yes.
you know that I knew you would notice?
I think it's just an
I'm still
initiative,
gonna
you can't
check
help
because
it.
I don't believe you very
Hey, can
much.
you not gaslight gatekeep girl boss us right now,
Yes,
dude?
just
Like,
full-
just get back to wallet.
Okay, seriously, can we like search his pockets or something? Can
You
he
can.
do that?
So his
Can he do that?
physical wallet is gone, or just the money in it?
Your physical wallet is gone.
Yeah, so
Okay.
He
the
would
whole
have
wall.
just stolen the money and
Oh,
left
wait,
the
did you
Ditch the
wallet.
wallet.
Well, the last
Hermes?
time.
Did you deal with Hermes?
Huh?
I mean the traveling boy?
Hermes was
Did I deal with him?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh.
I'm talking to
Oh.
Hermes was
No.
You think your
cool.
brother
Chill.
robbed you?
I wanna
Okay,
see
seriously,
human
can
money.
we
He's the
search
god
fake
of
stuff?
If you want to give
better
me an
just done it for
investigation
fun.
check, because 2-on-1
Okay,
is easy
I'm
enough
just
to
gonna help
grapple.
Alexi do that. I
Um,
don't want to search it.
Okay.
Can I check my pockets?
He
to
totally
make
could have been
sure
Hermes'
I
night.
have
You
enough-
check your pocket. You
Okay.
check your pocket. You're fine, Willow.
I'm gonna
Here.
check too.
Since she's
Yeah, I'm
since she's helping me, do I get advantage?
No, it's
You're
like you
just-
would both roll separately or one with
No, I
advantage.
said I
Okay,
would
cool.
help
Yeah,
because
you can roll with
I
advantage.
don't
Sure.
want to pat Mike down because Mike is already a jerk.
All right, that's 14.
14. You pat down. It's kind of awkward, right? It's like, yo, okay.
Yes.
No wallet anywhere.
I don't
Trent,
trust you.
you
I
watch
don't.
and notice Archie is putting Alexi's wallet into your pocket. Your stuff didn't pass the pass. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, hi, I think it was him. When I give it
Like,
to him, like,
oh, like it's easy enough. Like it's like the kid in the cookie jar. Like Archie's trying to like slowly.
Yes. I'm
Um,
gonna go kick him.
Can I slap him?
I just want to kick him. Please. I don't
cast
want
shield.
damage.
You cast.
I
You
don't
slap
trust-
him. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 2?
You are immediately out. Everyone, give me a Constitution saving throw.
what?
Oh.
What?
Oh, the pizza!
I got a 20.
You got a natural 20.
I did.
19.
Oh, crap. Am I gonna be the only one
19.
awake?
13.
12.
11.
Elena, you watch as everyone, you two slump over on the floor from where you're searching.
I immediately drop my sword.
You slapped him. Maple, yes, drops easily. Willow as well, Lee. Elena, you watch.
I drew my sword.
This is a surprise round that's gonna get on you.
Oh no.
This is fine. Can I do a bonus action then?
No.
Dang.
Surprise round in 5e. Basically, it's
know.
like you don't get a turn until
Okay.
the next round of combat. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Real good.
It's like failed TPK.
Oh, it was another 20. Dang it.
Oh!
Oh,
It almost was. What is it?
It's a 10. Because it was an 8 instead.
You feel a voice whisper as you feel a prick in your back. Shh. You are out cold.
No!
Can I do some sort of like check of
No.
any
Something.
sort?
All of you are
Said we were
asleep.
dead.
Was it a boy, like a guy or a girl?
Sounded mostly feminine off the ear. You guys are all out.
There's no bounds.
Mike,
Yes.
I only rolled
you wake
That was
up.
almost another
Okay.
You caused more shenanigans. We didn't need shenanigans.
You wake up.
This
You
wasn't my
are.
fault.
I do actually for this. I do need everyone completely quiet. Don't
Okay.
input
Okay.
because this is a very important what's about to happen. Mike, you are alone. You are in this room. A hallway stretches out in front of you. You think you see a door there. To either side is just wall. As you are sitting here, you immediately notice your hands are not only tied in rope, but there is also a like cuff on it as well. Someone has double cuffed you basically.
Okay.
This is behind your back. Your legs are tied to your the chairs of the leg as well as you're on this kind of wooden chair. The door opens, and you see, dressed in all black, step out, close the door behind them, and slowly start walking towards you.
Can I sense where the nearest water source is?
go ahead and make me a perception check if you'd be so kind.
Oh no!
Nope.
God.
You get a gross feeling. You don't even think you're above ground. In that, like, hey, water, like, you don't feel immediate pipes. You don't feel like something isn't right from where you are at.
Must be a pretty low water
Okay.
table too.
You
I'm gonna act like I'm asleep.
go ahead and give me a deception roll with disadvantage.
That's a nat 20.
You
It
go
was so
say
good, then it was so
this masked rider comes up to you, slaps you in the face. Wake up. Full weight, not. It's hard to hide it now.
Yeah.
As this rider stands just, Michael.
Do I recognize the voice? Okay.
Oh, you don't know how I've waited for this meeting. Clever to disguise yourself getting off the train, but when no one else disguises themselves, easy to find you. Followed you around and you made it so easy bickering.
You
Oh,
would've been found by the
I'm
person
sorry,
who
what
called.
a poor hostess I am.
Oh.
Oh.
Shite.
And that explains the grudge.
I assume that I've at least
Inherited.
heard the mail.
You are not surprised by this, and you are able to avert your eyes as hissing fills your ears as
Medusa has gone mobile.
takes off the
Well,
You
didn't they wreck
hear-
her place in the books?
Shh,
Is that the name of the
Sorry.
chapter?
I do need quiet. She goes, don't worry about your friends. They're safe. You see, this is a personal thing. Your daddy can't keep it in his pants! Slaps you again. And you know, for the longest time, I wallowed. I let my sisters keep me in caves for years, letting heroes come and kill me and take my head. That fucking Percy Jackson! Well, he was the last straw. Son of Poseidon,
Yeah, I think we left.
taking my head. Oh, I'm sick of being a little trophy for you demigods. You know, your parents were fun. I almost got ya. Follow them to the store and, oh, well, they got a lovely topiary statue outside that Walmart, didn't they? But you, I couldn't find you, and I knew your father must have done something. You are, I will say, no, I'll be fair. No checks. It's easy enough. You're not dumb, and you know not
Yeah.
to look right now.
Yeah.
So you're keeping your eyes gazed, but you can feel hot breath in your ear, snakes nipping through your hair, and like maybe on
Yeah.
your cheek in that gross way. She leans up, just. I don't know who kept you from me. They were clever. I spent years. But it gave me time to travel. I found this place. Nice and abandoned. Sorceress by the looks of it.
I like it.
Something.
Yeah.
Smacks you. You are silent. Snakes angrily hissing and rattling somewhere, just.
Medusa gone.
And it gave me time to prepare. Learn to hunt. Learn to find demigods. You'd be surprised how many I've found here. City of Wind.
Is it possible, as she's doing this, can I be like checking for water again? And, like, things
Go
like
ahead, I'll give you one other check.
Okay.
One other check.
Disadvantage or no?
Still a disadvantage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nope. Nope.
I would say it's like you're kind of in that growing stage. It's like you don't think there's water down here.
Okay.
Possibly because of design, right? Like,
Yeah.
You see, she just goes. You gave me time to think, Michael. Time to plan. I can't hurt a god. I'm nowhere near that power, but I can hunt their bastard children like you.
Oof.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want to like my hands are behind my back, right?
Your hands are behind your back. You don't have your weapon.
Yeah, I just want to open my hand and call the trident.
Oh.
Ooh, go for it. That's a bonus action.
Hammer.
Yeah, you did in fact give him that ability.
Give it a second.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Just hold on.
You reach out.
Sometimes
You
it takes
feel
a second.
something. It
Yeah.
calls. You feel the calls close enough. Something has impeded its way, and that's part of the mechanic now that you can understand. Is like, so you're in a range to get it, but it's like something is stopping it.
Okay.
You're not sure if it's because of a wall, right? Because you're in this room, or if it's because it's tied down. But something, right? As you reach out.
We're all just standing
gonna
around
make
in this
just quick-
room, and all of a sudden
Medusa
trident just
doesn't
flies
notice.
through the air and kills one of us.
You see, Medusa does stand up though, eventually stopping behind you. Just, but now I'm a fair sport, Michael. You see, if I just kill you, gods can take revenge. But if it's a fair fight, who are they to complain? So I'm gonna give you this. You and me, and I feel confident enough. You get to pick one of your little friends, with one exception. Leave the child of Hades. I've had a little too much experience.
I would fetch you
With
and wreck this.
I'd say pick one of the two that can heal.
I will give you this. This
I
is
still wanna stop
again.
you.
This is where I really
Yeah,
need no one to
everyone
talk. This
can't
has
say
to be a pure your decision.
Yeah.
I will say though, you can give me one insight or intelligence check if you, because like I know also what would probably be the most helpful, but and like for
Yeah.
you to check. Like I will give you one of these. I have certain DCs and go for it.
3.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Here's what
is
I
there a
pick
bonus or no?
It is okay.
Yeah,
So you can
it's
either choose your
insight
intelligence
or
bonus
Okay.
or insight, like either one, because it's either a pure intelligence of think, or insight of, well, if I read this into like the nuance and stuff, if that makes sense. Whichever works best.
Okay, so it would be a 7.
A 7. 7, you do get information. First and foremost, something immediately pops in your mind. Trent is a child of Athena. That would probably be a death sentence for him. As
Do it. I mean,
as much as she obviously hates you, like
What, you
that
wanna
would
kill off your
probably
character?
like no fair fight. She might just kill Trent.
Yeah.
You're also realizing now, being underground, that both Willow and Maple are going to be heavily nerfed. Because like finding perception, like you don't know what's about to happen, right? But it's like they're literally out of their element. And so it might end up really badly because it's also then that realization of no wonder she doesn't want Archie. Because let alone she may know about Children of Hate. Like she was able to get that because again she's a powerful enough monster. It's that like not underground, are we?
You're way over.
That does leave the twins or Luke. A 7's not great, and so this is where it might be left to you.
Okay.
And we'll let you mull it because she's gonna let you pick. Like
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk through some of my logic
yeah, go
with
for it.
her,
Go for it.
and I'll just be like, well, and essentially I'm trying to buy time, filibuster.
Smart.
Well,
Start reading
I
Twilight.
could go with one of the twins, blah blah blah. Like
It's
they,
like the CD in that scene
I
with
mean,
the poison.
obviously their dad is pretty powerful. We don't really get along that well. We fought quite a bit. Could you tell me, like, are we gonna have to be like teamworking this thing, or are we going like?
Teamwork will keep you from dying, Michael.
Okay,
Okay.
maybe not one of the twins.
1 minute,
You know,
and I
I
killed
could-
one of them.
Starts a timer.
Well, at this point, I think I'm gonna go with him.
Oh,
Alexi?
interesting. I was expecting.
You, she's
anyone
like,
to
she
like
says,
it.
up our
I
relationship.
I
I
was thinking,
would've
we could turn
picked
into
him.
a dragon.
Right, I was
She
expecting
walks
to go
away,
I would have picked him.
and
This
after
is
a
like
moment,
Celtics.
returns with Alexi. Alexi, here's what happens.
'Kay.
You are still asleep. She drags in his body, basically, right? Just in that, like,
You
here
take
he
any
is.
damage?
Here
Uh,
comes the boy.
Alexi, you're going to be able to cast light as well here. Let's set your radius also at 4. Convert. You, because what you're realizing is it is dim. Alexi is also bound. You also notice she is holding a duffel bag.
when she goes to get him, can I try and get the trident again?
Something is still stopping.
Okay.
And that's why when she comes back, just now, fair fight. You realize, and because now it's getting closer, the trident's here.
Okay.
You think it was because of the other room or maybe in the back. See, she's like, you both get your trident and sword. See, she slams them in front of you, and she just, as she starts slowly backing towards the door, just, you have as much time as it takes you to get out and get your weapons. And she walks to the door and is gone. Alexi, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
And you can go ahead and give
He's
me
just
a
unconscious
sleight
the
of
whole time.
hand, Mike, to start, like, I'll say with advantage, because you, again, it's easier now to summon your trident, try to
Yeah.
break it.
Whoa.
19.
19.
So, sleight of hand, you said? 17.
Not enough. 17, you are able to get your trident, and, like, kind of that twisting around snaps through. Doesn't deal, like, actual damage, right? It still hurts the wrist, like in that, ooh.
Yeah.
You completely get undone, and are able to use your action, like a further action, right? We're about to enter initiative and shake up Alexi.
So he's
Ugh.
awake now.
Yeah, so you're both awake, and
I'll tell him, like, Medusa is here, and she's trying to kill us, so we gotta get out of here.
Okay. And this is the whole snake hair turn you to stone Medusa,
That's right. And
Okay.
we're gonna start running.
All right.
So which
All
way
right.
did she walk?
she walked out this way. These are walls here, that like
Yeah.
dead ends. There is a wall. I will even show you guys. Actually, no. Now that you're both awake, we are going to roll initiative. Because, well,
And so are the rest of us still unconscious?
everyone is unconscious. Here's what's going to happen mechanically for all of you. It is a group Constitution saving throw to wake up.
We all gotta get 20s though.
On a majority, no. Here's what happens. If you can get a majority, one of you could awaken.
Oh, I see.
The problem is, though, because Medusa planned this, these Constitution saving throws will be at advantage disadvantage as a group. So it's not impossible.
Disadvantage?
But at the end of every round of combat, it will be that group check if someone can wake up. And then it's just a random roll of dice, see who it will be. So, Alexi, what is your initiative?
7.
7.
I wonder what would happen
Mike, what
if
did you
I
get?
managed to
15.
save.
15?
I'd like to beat that Constitution.
And can I do a quick history check?
Go ahead.
So I have a specific question.
It is, in fact, your turn.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and definitely give me a history check.
I want to know, like, obviously my character knows don't look at Medusa.
Yes.
But does he know if there's any other means of harm that she has other than
You might
turning
not
people to
wanna
stone?
try it.
Definitely. I will
Yeah,
Like, I want to know if she's known for like carrying a sword or
go
things
for
like
it. Go give me history check to see if there's something you know.
figuring out later.
Once we have her head.
that. 11.
11. As far as you know, again, like the myths were always like, Perseus came, he chopped off her head, and that was that. It's like
Well, to be fair, he did it while she was sleeping.
he did it
That's
while
true.
she was sleeping. He used a polished mirror to never look directly at her.
Yeah.
It was a lot of steps, and so it's like, right, and she wants to like duke it out somehow.
Yeah.
Dang, I almost said blind
Yes.
fight.
So with Medusa
like
here,
blind fighting.
is it if we make eye contact with her, or is it like she has power she has to activate?
I
That,
don't
like,
know
we get
how
a-
mean I should be and tell you how the mechanic works.
Okay, because I'm thinking like we can get a little bit of a warning like
It's
this.
kind of like this.
Have you ever
If-
fought a basilisk in D&D?
Yeah, it's
No.
like if you're within range
Mhm.
and you can see her and she can see you, there will be an actual Constitution saving throw to
Yep.
not look. And
Oh.
depending on how bad you fail it is if it's like immediate, if it's oh no I'm starting to turn that kind of vibe.
Ooh.
What I will say is you're totally free. You can take actions to not look or to look away or like doing a lot of stuff which can help, but of course that does offer a bit of its own
Yeah.
disadvantage. The other thing I will give you as well is if you catch like you can like avert your eyes or close your eyes or do stuff if it's like between your turns somehow you do see her or like she can see you in that way, then the check will initiate as well.
Mhm.
It's kind of that like, all right, start of my turn, even though she's like right in front of me, I'm choosing to look away. You're fine. You don't have to make the check. But it's like, she ran off. I'm doing something, and crap, I just saw her ran by, and like that's a check or that kind of vibe. But in terms of other weaknesses, though, unfortunately, it is that like stone was kind of her big old thing.
Yeah. So in that case, you said the top and the bottom. Are those dead end like walls, or are they tunnels?
They are walls.
Okay, so I can't
Like
run
up
further.
here, down
Okay,
here.
so we need
those
to
are
We
walls.
gotta go that way. Yeah. I'll just.
Here, I'm gonna look through that duffel bag she brought in.
Duffel bag. You've got your sword, and
Sweet.
you got trident. There's nothing else in there.
Did
Okay.
leave a mirror?
Did she leave a mirror? No, not at all.
Well, I'll take the bag with me.
Okay.
And just
Yeah, you
run.
can always just throw whatever
Awesome.
distracts
You're on the bag.
Um,
How much movement do you got there? I think you've got
Wait,
35?
if you're
Yeah,
like
we got
that
35.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, so
If you're
5,
plus
10, 15,
gladiator
20,
knight,
25,
that
30,
and try to
35.
Walk over
Uh,
her head.
I'm serious.
Zip
35.
shot and just-
If you want, you could both be taking a dash, or it's like you could take this full turn to just run forward in like a more cautious approach. Because it's like, then on your next turn, you'd open the door and be
Did you say she went that way?
No, she went out.
She
the
went
door.
through the door.
Okay.
All you saw was her step through the door, it closed, and it is
Yeah,
dark.
he
There's
just
no
gave
visible
her
light.
like stone meld as an action. I mean, she just gets
Okay,
to do
so that means if
Okay.
they end their turn there, we get to roll
Yes.
at disadvantage.
I
to
would
see if
like,
we can
yes,
wake some.
everyone make me a constitution
Do you
saving
wanna
throw
make
at
it all the way to the door?
disadvantage.
Let's make it all the way to the
Yeah,
door.
we'll
Right
make
now?
it
Oh, you're gonna make it all the way to the door? Cool.
Now go through the
Got
door.
a 5.
You go through, and are you going to go through the door?
Nat 20. Oh my gosh.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
No!
That's the problem right now.
That was cocked.
Yeah, no.
You got
I
that
got-
too?
My lower one was a 15.
15,
Nice.
9, 5,
5,
7. And oh, Maple is also going to be helping you, of course, and the first one was already a natural 2. So you guys make the. And did you want to go through it? Like take a dash to get in, or is it now like now it's your next turn
My
finishing?
dice
getting
are
inside?
being kind.
Let's wait till her next
Yeah.
action.
Cool.
So we can have.
Yeah, so she's
Our
not like
entire
right
movement.
there and just.
It is now your official turn.
It's the best Medusa impression
I will
ever.
say, because eventually you're both going through the door.
Oh wow, you
Mike,
went
you
first,
will go
sir.
first,
Okay.
right, in the initiative. You enter
Got it.
in.
Congrats.
You enter the
I thought you
door.
were gonna eat a
That
fist.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 1 square of movement left. You do not see
Yeah, I think
Medusa
that only works in
anywhere.
El Dorado.
You have an action and a bonus action, I will say.
At this point, I don't want to say hold action.
Yeah. Can I do like an insight check? Or,
Insight check
I mean,
for what?
not
Yeah.
insight check, like
Or-
investigation, just to see if I can see footprints or anything
Ooh,
like that.
Yeah,
Go
if
for
there's
it.
dust
Like
in the
it's a
tunnel or
it's a
anything.
tracking. Yeah. Go for it. Roll an investigation.
First decent roll.
25.
Incredible.
25.
Nice.
You can tell immediately Medusa went straight through this way. There's enough like from the door scratch and like how it looked like someone walked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say that would be an action
Yeah.
then to like physically track because again
Yeah.
it's like it's
I-
hard.
yeah.
This isn't like a forest or anything. So,
Okay.
but you do still have a bonus action.
I'll hide.
Go for
Clever.
it. Yeah. No, that honestly might very well save your life right now. Go ahead and roll a stealth.
Can I roll my importance? And
Um,
that's a nice number. I'm
21.
21.
My
So broken.
Cool. Alexi, you finish your movement.
That's
keep
why his
going
character
here.
must be broken.
So yeah, Alexi, you also have 1 square of movement.
Okay.
Mike, and it's able like, I don't know if you want to physically talk or whisper, but you can again show like that,
I'll do like
that way.
shoot
Yeah,
that
I'm
way.
using all like all the military hand signs, just like.
Yeah,
give
he
the sign
knows
for
all
which
the
way.
And, like,
street talk.
I'll tell him she went that way. I don't know if that means we want to follow her or go a different way because I don't know like if there's circles or what.
August, question for the DM:
Yes.
Would divine sense work on Medusa?
That is a great question.
It works on fiends.
Yeah.
Mm,
But he made the monkey things
So-
fiends.
Yeah, well, because the monkey
Well,
things
Medusa
actually
is
are
an
fiend.
actual
Medusa is not a fiend, so no. Like that's something like you can try use it, or it's like it's not activating right now.
So a celestial godly and
Celestial, fiend, or
yeah, I'm asking like
Could
if
we
you're
find
equivalent
us because
celestial
we're like part
godly.
celestials with divine sense?
Oh, okay. That would be a full action, I would say, because that's a full. I would have to say it's investigation, right? It's like if you were to try to like, because again, you guys technically are demigod, right? It's that best of both
We're
worlds. But
half
if you want to use an action to like divine sense, like where are they? I would say yes.
At this point, I'm focused on the more immediate danger, which would be Medusa. So I'm gonna hold action.
Cool. Hold action.
I have a question for you.
What are you holding your action for? Yes.
Surprise attack from Medusa.
Right. So you, just to not be surprised. Or so I would say you could take that like dodge action, which would give you that. Like so.
Yeah.
So cool. Because if you prepare to attack, she could still surprise you if she stealths. But taking a dodge makes it so it's like, hey, I'm ready. You can't stealth me, and give you disadvantage, right?
Yep. Let's do that.
Cool. Yes.
I think so. I can't find it. I was looking for it earlier. If I remember right, thieves have like a special ability to detect hidden enemies. But
Sneak attack.
Is that sneak attack?
No.
Is that no?
I can't remember if they do or not.
You might be
some
thinking of
do.
Rangers. With
No, to detect hidden enemies, let me go ahead and just
It's
pull
either-
my PhD.
I just couldn't remember the name of it, so I couldn't look up like the
Magically turn
details.
visible and attack. It's not hidden paths, hidden step. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'm not
That's
remembering
okay.
what it
That's
is.
Give me
okay.
1 second.
Yeah, if you want to, help with that, that would make the end of your turn as you are holding actions to attack and basically dodge. Everyone else gets to make me another
Level
constant.
14 blind sense.
Oh,
Oh,
blind.
okay.
Yes. Okay.
That's
Disadvantage Constitution save.
12.
12. No.
8.
15.
15.
12.
12. Lee.
oh, we're making
Sorry,
that.
yes.
Sorry. I
The
had to check.
like this is nice though because again the rounds will go fast because it's really only like 3 or 4.
That's gonna be a 9.
A 9 does not pass. Cool. Back to you, Mike.
okay. Do we want to go towards where she went,
I
or
would say
away?
so. Let's keep going towards.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
follow her footprints.
Mike, you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as a demigod, you have 35 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So you could go 35.
I want to check and make sure it still looks like she's just going straight.
Yeah,
Right button
and
is
then
yes. It's basically understanding that it's not for commercial use.
do I have my
this is something
adventurer's pack on me still, or no?
No, like this is very much like you get your weapon
And
that's it. She's not gonna allow like that kind of scenario of like I don't know what you got in your backpacks, and she's not gonna take the time to search it. So it's a bit of a give and take.
Okay. I'll hide again. Do like on my trident, I guess, since like that's like really all that I have.
Yeah.
Is there any flat part that would reflect or no?
The trident, unfortunately, it's a bit
I
more of a
didn't think so.
rounded curve.
Yeah.
Like it's enough that maybe if you really tried, like I guess, but it's like not the kind of like big polished surface you
Yeah.
would
It
need.
wouldn't
Yeah.
be quite like my sword.
Yeah, like the sword would have a better chance because it's a lot more flatter. Like there could be a way to like move it.
Yeah.
So you want to hide? Go ahead, another stealth, please.
Okay. 22.
22. Alexi, that's then you. So you can also go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have another square then.
Let's go for. I'll meet back up with Trent or Mike.
Right in that corner. Cool. Do you want to keep your held actions?
Yes, and I'm gonna sit with my back against the wall. So
Okay.
like the one we're facing.
Gotcha.
I'm just holding back with my sword ready around the corner just in case.
Okay. Alrighty. Cool. That would make. That's everyone. Another set of con checks.
Try to use your dice.
Ooh. All right.
Got an 8.
8,
Oh
10.
no, Willow.
Maple got a 17.
9.
9. And Lee, we're back to con saves.
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, again, like I hope this goes fast, so it's not too.
Trent gave us stuff to create our own character.
Ah.
11. Yes, I'm literally doing the
I
thing.
sent a message like while y'all
11.
asleep. I
11.
want to see what you guys see
All
your
right.
characters as.
One person passed, but no one else did. All right.
Do I hear anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. This is one of those like. It's no. Bum. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check of your own, Mike.
Nope. Natural 1.
Something arrow through completely misses you because you're invisible. Alexi, it wouldn't have been able to hit you. As an arrow clangs behind you against the door as it drops.
Okay.
And you hear something moving quickly away.
Okay.
Leave an open shot for me.
Yes. So that makes your turn, Mike.
All right. And then before I run, can I use my bonus action this time to try and detect water one more time?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me another one.
Do I get a bonus or no?
This is an investigation.
Okay. 18.
18. Something far away. Like, close enough you might be able to get to it from this direction. Like, down.
Okay.
Feels away. Nothing close enough, though, to, like, actively get.
Yeah.
But close enough.
Okay. In that case, is it all right if we start moving?
Oh, excuse me,
down?
Alexi, go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, you both should have been able to get a perception check on the arrow shot.
That's a 5.
No, the arrow does seemingly come out of nowhere.
Okay. Is it all right if we start moving down?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I want to move down,
Do you want to go
through the
into
next square,
So 5,
and
10,
then down.
15, 20. You move 20 feet, and a full Medusa is about to take 2 swings at you from her sword
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
as you ran into her.
Cool.
That is a crit.
Okay.
That +5 with your AC, that hits as well. Okay, short sword.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
You take 15 points of damage thanks to that crit as slices across your chest. But Medusa can't move. It's not her turn. And I will say this. You bonus action, you still have an action there, my friend.
Oh. Yeah, trident. Straight through the neck.
Yes.
Go for it. I do have to be fair. Because you were surprised, I do think we do have to do a quick con save against, accidentally seeing her. If you can give me a Constitution saving throw. Just flat.
Oof. Can I use my inspiration point?
You can.
Okay.
Dang it. I forgot you had one of those.
Yes.
Alright. Go for it. This is definitely a helpful time.
Okay. So Constitution, that's going to be a 22.
You pass. As you run around the corner, smell the reptiles, you hiss it again, that hissing in your ears, and boom, boom, get ready with your trident. You are completely just in that, don't look, go ahead and make that attack if you would.
Do I get a bonus with my
It's at the very
trident
end.
to hit? I can't remember.
No. Right now, the
Didn't
only
see
thing it
that.
gives you is just that ability to
Dexterity.
throw as well.
Do I get dexterity?
Yes, it is a dex. This is a finesse for you.
Okay.
So 18.
18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And
Alexi's not close enough to give you sneak, I think.
okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I'll just yell back. She's right here. Just so that he is.
Yeah, and so Alexi, you can easily hear it,
Yeah.
so she's appeared. There's no way to hide because it's not her turn.
Max damage. So 13.
13. That oof. All right. That slams into her. You can tell it hurts again more than usual because it's celestial bronze.
Yeah.
As you slices across her neck, she screams in pain. Alexi, that is your turn then.
As she rears back, I'm gonna move in like an L shape down to her to get her from the side,
So you can go 5, 10, 15,
and then over.
20.
I'm straight up charging.
25. Awesome.
Level 2
and I
divine
would say
smite.
again, not hard. You don't have to make the contact because again, Mike warned you like she's here, so you can like kind of that like point at the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Yikes. Oh no.
25 to hit.
Yikes! That hit.
It was so close to a crit. Oh.
That definitely crits. Excuse me, hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Alrighty, so that's a D6.
Oh, that's a much better picture than what I found for Michael.
Yeah.
Man, can I borrow
This
2
creature actually
D8s?
is like
Yeah.
this picture has a lot of different options,
Nice.
so you can really make the characters look like different.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Does that need too much fun?
Right.
Okay, so that is 6, 12, 14, 21 points of damage.
21.
With celestial bronze.
Yikes.
Make a die.
Yikes. That Medusa went from like
That's so cool.
in one turn, like, haha, I'm great to badly damaged. Like, again, yeah, she's like a hunter now, but I mean, what? You're wearing like a leather jacket and you have never been a fighter for 2 millennia? Like, doesn't help. She
I have
is.
one question for you.
Yes, and then we'll. Yeah.
So I also forgot to add on hit points when I leveled up.
Oh.
So I'll do that in just a second. But I was wondering, I didn't use a bonus action this turn, did
You
I?
did. It was your bonus action to find the water.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Cool.
No, that's fair
right.
question.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
And since I have some held actions left, can I use them for a second attack?
Hell, actually, don't roll over. Though,
Okay.
unfortunately, I gotta that. Yeah. I wish.
Yeah, it's only 5th level that I get a second attack.
Yeah. No, I can't afford to do that.
Where do you
Awesome. That is all of you guys. Another round
Okay.
of con saves.
The
But
page.
we did some damage.
You did some damage. Everyone else, go ahead and make me another set of Constitution saving throws. And I will say, like, it is slightly getting easier. Like, it's not going to be this forever.
I got a 4.
4,
17. 8.
Got it.
17.
Wow.
On
I like
disadvantage?
that
Yeah,
lead.
12.
19,
Right? I was
17.
like, I think that looks like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
Oh no!
Share it,
Because
though.
that would have been wait a 17.
I have a question. Would I have by this point have turned into a tree?
No, you are asleep. It's
Okay.
like that's something you
I
do
just
after
want
you
to
got
make
up.
sure that that one didn't turn me into a
No,
tree.
that's I'm not gonna be mean with that because it's like I will say though Maple also just got a 17, but that's 2 successes. You needed at least 1 more.
I'm so sorry.
And it is starting to get slightly easier.
It's the disadvantage.
Yeah,
It's just
I
killing
accidentally
me.
slapped Maple in their sleep and they
Um,
get smacked.
Medusa is going to take her turn now. She was
Back
top
to
of
the
the
desk.
order.
So I got 8 more hit points.
You
to my
got
max.
8 more hit
Basically, I
points.
just took a
Nice.
screenshot
All
of
right,
the
let's.
finished product.
So what does that put me at
Yeah,
now
sorry.
then?
So your max HP instead of 29, it's 37.
Yeah.
And I will go ahead and heal you that 8 points as well. So you're at 22 hit
Okay.
points instead
That's
of.
what I thought.
Alexi, you're still at 28 because
Yep.
you're full health. Awesome. Yes, Medusa is definitely going to
I
take
like
a
her
swing
keys, too.
on Alexi. And she misses.
And
Oh,
consciously
wildly.
not make Nico.
Swung again on you, Alexi. Missed you again. Wild.
Suck it, bitch.
She completely is losing her cool as she
Wow, you
she is
suck.
going to now dip away. That's a pretty good stealth.
Stealthy.
She as she is going to move away. Go ahead, you can give me opportunity attacks but at disadvantage.
Okay.
50.
Nope. Nat
Nope.
one. I've rolled like 4 nat ones already. Today.
Yikes. Alexi, you can make an opportunity attack as well.
Let's go for it.
That's yeah.
That's cocked. It is an 11 to hit.
11 hit. You both, again, after this insane, basically, Wombo God, just boom, boom, slicing with the trident, coming in, stabbing in with your sword. Medusa, boom, slaps away both weapons with her sword, and immediately disappears into the dark around a corner. She does head out, like, this way. You can tell, like, in that, like, how she was leaning. You don't know then further where she went. That is your turn then, Mike.
Okay. Can I follow the tracks?
So you can go 5, 10, 15. Go ahead and make me another. This would then be an action to investigate and follow the tracks.
An action? Okay.
Yes. It's like, because again, this is like you're trying to look for the dust or like maybe like the feel of the air. So it's a lot harder. So it would be an action to track.
You gave us
Okay.
a labyrinth.
Oh, guys, you can
So,
change the icon
investigation?
if you want to know.
This is an investigation.
23.
23.
So what I do is with the finished product,
Take a
Tracks come
screenshot.
down into
then
this
I
room.
take a
Okay.
screenshot, you know, of the
Then
look like,
I
and then I
will.
crop it and I send it.
Can I?
So you went. Yeah, you were like, I'll even say 5, 10.
Okay.
Because I forgot to make Trent's right.
Can I?
That's something.
Yeah, I'll go.
15, 20, 25. You bump in again. Medusa had stopped for a second. But she can't attack you right now as she decided to flee.
Yeah.
But you have found her. Alexi, that's you. And Mike can easily relay that, hey, Medusa's here.
Yeah.
I love
Same
that.
kind of thing. Coming in from the side.
Let's do another quick con check, though.
Oh.
In that, again, all fairness, in that
Yeah.
crap, you ran into her again.
So that's gonna be 15.
15 succeeds.
Okay.
Barely.
Cool.
You, it got hard because again, now it's like following the tracks. You look up and again, almost swerve your eyes.
Yep.
Alexi, that's you. What do you want to do there, my friend? You're
Alright. So same kind of thing. I'm coming down to get Medusa in from the side.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And let's see. I want to come in with this one. Let's see.
And you can tell there is walls on this side.
Okay. I'm also going to imbue my sword with lightning
Ooh.
to do an extra 1d4 damage.
An extra 1d4. Excellent.
So I'm just coming in there, and I'm guessing if I used Peerless Athlete to double my strength, it wouldn't really do a whole lot to help an attack.
Probably not to hit. I mean, it would help to hit.
Yeah.
But it's not an insane like damaging
Yeah,
thing
no.
right now.
So yeah, I'm just coming in lightning damage imbued in my sword.
Go for it.
Again, another swing to the neck.
I'm
As
gonna get
lightning.
new tokens after this because these are
Yes,
fun.
you guys are giving me fun. I like when you guys make.
That is 24 to hit.
Woo! That hits. Go ahead and roll damage again, there, my
Yay.
friend.
That's 11. 14 points of damage to Medusa.
14. She is getting banged up as you slam in. As this
Happy?
boom, thunderous lightning crashes through as you slam down. Mike, that makes the end of your turn. Everyone's going to roll again. Now everyone's flat as a loud thunderous
Thank you,
crash has just
finally.
occurred. This is
18!
18.
Oh my god.
All the way over
Natural 20.
22.
22.
I've been rolling that 20s this whole time. Just,
11.
I've had
11.
damage.
Roll for Maple?
18.
18. So, 18,
15.
15,
22.
22. That's 2 successes. The natural 20 puts it over, because the nat 20's got to count as 2, and the other 2 were failures. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see who wakes up.
You guys are all welcome.
Yeah, thank you. If it's
That was a good
if
pick
it's
just
Archie,
for
that'd
that.
be
Yeah.
awesome.
Just help wake everybody else up.
Trent, you
Oh!
and you are bound, gagged, and lying on a floor in a
Gosh.
dark room.
If I wake up, I could just.
Can I
Trent,
can I start
you-
slapping people awake?
Look over. Let's do.
You'd have to like fish over, like.
You get to see a little bit.
You get to practice the word. You've always
So, I
wanted
wanna
to.
get
Now
to
you
feel
get
like
to
I
do
do.
it.
Trent, you're in a strange little room here, my friend. There is all of your friends. You
I'm
are all
sorry, what
bound
is
together
that?
and chained to the walls around
What
the
is
room.
between Trent and
Which one?
Archie?
That's what I found for Maple, just a dryad.
Yeah, that is not what I made Maple to look like.
Now we know. Now we know. It'll be there next time. Trent, you awaken, my friend.
Oh, no.
You
What
are
is that
bound
thing?
and gagged. Go ahead. What should I say? Trent, you are 11. Yeah, you
could
bound.
like rage and get advantage on a
Can I
strength check.
rage, get advantage, and break my chains?
Sorry, am I
Go for it.
metagaming?
Yeah.
That's so metagaming, but you
Well,
would have
like I
gotten
said,
that. You've got
still
only
getting
so
used to
much you can
playing
do
a
when you're
barbarian.
chained up. What you're
Rage.
realizing, go ahead and rage for me and give me that advantage.
That is 17 total because I rolled 10 twice.
So close to
One more
breaking
time?
the chains.
No, that was
That was your attack.
Action.
Wait. Oh, because they don't get 2 attacks yet. 'cause
Okay,
we're
Yeah.
not-
object interaction. I heard
No, it's an action.
That was an action to do that.
Wait, are my
An
hands
object
in front of me
interaction-
or behind me?
It's like some
the
sort of
hat, the
cloth in your
hands.
mouth and tape around. The hands are like up above you on the wall, chained.
Oh. So I'm like 10 feet away. How far can I move? Movement wise? Nothing?
None. No, like you can reach out with your toe and it still won't touch them. Again,
So
Medusa has made a creepy little dungeon to hold Demigods.
Yeah, I
Hear me out.
noticed.
I'm gonna use like as loud as I can. Can I slam my hands against the wall?
Ooh.
Just to create noise?
You can't. It's not going to be as good as a lightning strike because here's what you notice. Being awake, there is a fog in the air
Okay.
that even now, like you're awake, you're not going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
You feel drowsy. It's that like sleep time. Like, oh yeah, that's why it's disadvantage because this
Trent's
is a
thinking
room.
that's why I couldn't break out of the chains.
This is meant for you guys to like keep like
was awake, he was
asleep,
using
right? So
Okay.
it's like that's
Oh,
why it's
yeah,
hard to
sorry,
wake
you
up.
were awake.
Can I
Archie,
call
what
out
do you-
in this
what do
midst
you
of my
have?
rage, and it's only gonna last a minute?
It's the most
Mentally,
puppy ever.
mentally, my guy.
Also, Willow.
I call out to my
Dude,
mom
I'd
to help
be
me
able
give
to get
another
out of this
chance
so
to
quickly.
break free. Like, I need to be prepared at all times, and being tied up isn't really being prepared now, is it?
I will say this: that's Trent is going to make a solo prayer to Athena. I will allow it.
Come on, Rebecca.
Divine,
Give us some good things.
divine intervention.
Wait,
Let's
Eleanor
see.
keeps playing to Rebecca in like every campaign we're in.
Rebecca.
Help me, Rebecca!
I'm sorry, the way you said that, I immediately started thinking of the whole.
You pray out. Nothing immediately happens though. Like in that, like can't get no chance. As far as you know. Trent, go ahead and roll initiative, buddy. Let's see where you're at here. Let's add you on it.
I want to wake up so badly.
What'd you get?
I have a 4.
Yeah, that sucks.
I love another. He is your brother.
Trent, you are the absolute last in the initiative.
Oh! I'm sorry.
We are going to. We're not going to let you guys know where you are in relation to everything.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
I love it so
Cool.
much.
That's where we are at.
Who is
Uh,
this man?
Medusa
The mysterious
is going to try to.
all along.
Yeah, that makes it.
Wrong with you?
Disappears again.
I want to know.
I'm going back to fixing my character because I forgot to make his eyes gray.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, it's like the only
Ten.
appearance that he really has that you guys know of.
Do you
Cool.
know what? Never mind.
You can again opportunity attacks at disadvantage if you like
I know
for
what
that
Trent
reaction.
does in his off
Yeah.
time.
Go for it. Yeah, Alexi, you can make one as well
Paints
because you were
nails.
both
You like
plenty
Guy's
in
hair.
line to try to hit her.
I just need to ask August how many weeks it's been
10
since
does not hit.
we
You want to try one?
Molly
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. See if you can hit this terrifying Gordon.
in North Carolina. Like, yes,
Hits.
Sharpies in his
What'd you
face.
do?
25.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
I've only
What?
rolled 18 and 19. to
You
hit
chose
Medusa.
very well.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead
did.
and
Yes, you
roll.
did.
Yeah, roll the hit. I will say this. Alexi was the top of my list. If you had gotten a high up, well, because it's like pure power wise, like people are great, but like more for like groups or more for like open air. Because this is
literally has smite slots.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
Well, so does she. So
Like you could slap
but the difference
someone
is
and
like
deal
your
48
stuff,
damage.
like what makes you set apart is like you can fly and win.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
There's
Closed
just the movement
underground,
stuff and you have
it's
the damage
tough,
stuff.
right?
exactly.
So go ahead.
I got just the lightning smack.
How
Yeah.
much damage are you gonna do to Medusa right now?
Can I imbue lightning into my sword as well? If it's still going.
You can technically imbue lightning into all your attacks.
Hell yeah.
I will say yes, but not for your next actual attack, because like I
Okay.
will use it up in this reaction.
That's fair.
Yeah. But definitely in that stab as she
That's
runs.
Should have just taken it.
Let's see. 3
3
3
damage.
points of damage.
Well,
no,
you, like,
plus
add a
6.
modifier?
So that's 9.
There we go.
9 points of damage.
There we go.
Please tell me that was just enough.
No.
Damn
it.
She is starting to look very weird, and like that's what you can tell. She is looking. I will say with that blood and like kind of again just noise like she's going far. She's not staying close and trying to sneak again.
Have we done enough to cause a blood trail?
You know, I'll make a pure luck check because that's an important thing. I will say though, unfortunately, monsters don't technically give blood trails all the time. But
I love how perfect everyone
no,
is.
on a natural one, it's
Oh.
because again, I was gonna say I'm like Medusa's one of the only few canonical monsters that like because she bleeds and it creates Pegasus and things
Yeah.
and other snakes.
Yeah.
No, like as of right now, I gotta say no.
'Kay.
Medusa has fled. Mike, that's you.
Okay. Can I, before I run, can I detect how close I am to the water now?
Yes, you can. That's a
Because
full
we have
action.
been moving down. So.
Yes, this is gonna be an action, right? In that sense of.
Okay. So, 15?
15 feels closer, maybe.
Okay.
Like it's not like I'm in the right direction, but it's still hard. It's a tough DC because
Okay.
again,
Yeah. Is it? It's a bonus action for me to call the water, right?
yes, I can quickly check too, but I think if what you're gonna try to do, it may not work. Kind of like with that try, it's like if there's too much stoppage,
Yeah.
it might not work.
Okay.
And so you can use your bonus action if you want, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I'll move
Yeah.
first, but then I'll do that.
Cool. Where do you want to go?
I'll follow her again.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Except.
Or
it's
15, you can go 20 if you
I'm
want.
just
Okay.
gonna say, I think it's so cool
25,
how the
30,
shadows
35,
actually move.
40. This is
I
fun,
only
like
get 35.
35.
especially with,
Awesome.
winds.
That's
Can I actually move up to the corner?
Like here? Or here.
Yeah, there.
Cool. Yeah. So instead of using it all, just in that like move up and in.
Which good for
Awesome.
him.
And then I'll call the water. If I can, as the bonus action.
This is a box of doom.
Okay.
So basically, what you're trying to do right now is you can sense water is somewhere. This is box of doom because again, if you can get to it, it's gonna help so much.
Yeah.
What I will say right now though is your. Let me pull up the awesome music for it. The DC to get the water to you is a 18 or higher flat roll. There's nothing. It's basically a luck check, but it's hard right now from
Okay.
where you are currently at. Rolling the box of doom. That is a 13.
Okay.
I thought it was 18 for a second. Got scared. No, you reach out again. You can feel it. Something is just building and pulsing, and like it's hard to get, but not bad in terms of like trying to get to it. So that's your action, bonus action. Alexi, that makes you that nothing.
Oh, do we get to roll again for our
Not yet, because then it's Alexi,
Everybody
Trent,
was
and
making
then you
their
guys.
photos, and we have not
I
anything
see.
for
Wait, I got a nat
No, this is
20
it now. This is canon.
on
Yeah,
my.
yeah.
So didn't I
That's gonna be
No.
No, so then at 20 it helps because again you all have to get a majority of you up, and then it's a random check to see who
Yeah,
wakes
that's
up.
why I was trying to make as
Because
much
again, it's
sound
like it's
as
a group
possible.
wake up check if that makes
Oh,
sense.
are we
That's why I was
doing
trying to
that
make as much
Yeah.
noise
No,
as
That's what
possible.
we're about to
Wake
do.
up.
That noise doesn't help. The lightning strike does because he did lightning it. I will say another flat Constitution check. Trent, you don't have to make one. You're awake.
Well, is there any way I can
You
help
said
you
this one's
manage?
flat again?
I
It's
got
flat.
a nat 20.
It's flat. There's no way you can.
Did you?
19.
22.
16.
nat 20, 22, 16, 19. That is 3 successes and 2 failures. Another one he's gonna wake up.
As Trent's gonna sit here, he's just like,
Yeah,
This is
Trent,
kinda
unfortunately, again, it's like even banging on the wall, it's like it's not loud enough because of this. Whatever you've been drugged with and is in the air, it's
my
really
mouth tastes
tough.
like leather. He thinks.
Elena,
Yes!
you awaken.
I think I had ideas
Oh, wait,
too.
wait,
But you probably have better stuff for
I
breaking
have-
out.
At 20 for strength.
Yeah, that's gonna be helpful.
She can
Let's-
also make it really windy.
If I want to make it really windy, guys, I can
Windy.
do
You
that.
can blow the fog out of the room.
So
Yeah.
Trent
Oh.
sees her wake up.
Elena, you awaken. Trent, yeah, it's easy enough where it's like you are gagged in chains same way.
I'm gonna try and break myself away from, like, I want to try and do a strength check or whatever.
Just pure strength.
Pure strength, pure
There's really nothing else to it. It's just can you
Oh,
strong.
it's a plus 5
Yeah,
to strength. so
Trent's
It's not-
trying
yeah,
to
you-
athletics. We gotta.
No, it's pure strength. It's
Nat 20! Oh my gosh! I
That's
love this die! It's no longer grounded!
This is actually like kind of sad.
Elena,
for Trent.
you wake up.
She's probably not gonna
I
get
would
it.
say this,
farm!
you see Trent. You immediately look around. Mike's not there, and you see an empty manacles and realize your brother's not there either.
Oh,
that's
You
gotta
don't
be
know what's going on
right.
and see Alexi's gone.
Okay, okay.
As you boom, thunder rocks. You guys hear this,
Oh.
and I will say again, cutting back.
Lena's awake.
It came from this direction. It
Okay.
came up.
Okay, cool. Would untying my gag be an object interaction? I'm okay either way.
I will say no. It was a full action, and it's like that's.
Okay, I'm
Enough of
genuinely
it, I
not
wanna
gonna
say no.
bother with it then. I'm going to try and, like, summon the wind as a bonus action and try to blow the fog out. Because this looks magical, I assume?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, bonus action. This is it's probably just another luck check because there's really no way to
Okay,
physically.
okay.
No, you know what? It's wind. It's literal wind. You feel again strength of this city, the
I'm
wind.
an airbender!
You see the small, imperceivable
You're
vent
an
up
airbender,
above
I'm a
Lee's head.
Pokemon. We're a
Got
best
me.
party.
I'm an undead bender.
I'm just like Thor in Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
That's
You
just
start
necromancy,
pushing
my
the
guy.
wind as
Except
hard
he
as
has
you
the
can
hammer.
Exactly.
up into the vent.
Maybe.
No
No,
more
I'm like
disadvantage
little kid
at all
Thor.
for these saves.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Now it's just
Like
a
at the
natural
beginning
can
of
they
Thor.
wake up.
Then I'm gonna. Do I stop to help you, Trent? You're strong. I trust that you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna go out there.
Trent's like, and like Trent like motions to everybody else, like untie someone else.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You do have movement. You've used action, bonus action. You can move. There is, I
I
would
do
say,
have extra.
hallway down this way. It's dark, but like you can start heading there if that makes sense.
Am I smart enough to realize that Son of Hades underground, he's gonna be powerful?
Well, I mean, like any
Like,
one of
please
us
tell
would
me.
still be a big help.
I know, but I'm also like kind of.
Don't
panicking
be
'cause my brother's
humble
sick.
in this moment.
Don't
Don't.
give me an insight check.
Okay.
Anyone would be helpful. Like it's gonna help.
7.
No. It's like, shoot. There's like 5 other people in here with me. Where's my brother? Like something's really wrong because you
Yeah,
don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna run
It's
out
panic.
to try and get my brother with my sword drawn. With my sword drawn.
With your sword drawn, yes.
Oh,
You
snap,
start
snap.
heading out. Why is it not?
The swords. in
All
there.
right, let me pull up fog. I'll just manually.
It's actually a wall. We are trapped in a cement block.
reveal.
It is shrinking.
Please no.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you full on are able to, because you're right here, correct?
You can see through the wall.
I
5,
can't.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
Fallen off
You
the
can't
edge of
see
the
her anymore.
I will say, it's not hard. The hallway ends and
I'm
starts
giving you
turning a
permission.
corner.
To roll my next
Hey,
contract.
August, you might want to.
This die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell off the
It's-
face of the earth, which is quite impressive
I have a plus
considering
3.
I'm in a dungeon.
That way.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Oh, if this somehow connects to the labyrinth, I'm gonna.
Flip out.
All of a sudden, there's
Yeah,
a Minotaur.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
you did
that's
a
what you
normal
get though.
warehouse and then you see a
Um,
minotaur?
Awesome. Alexi, go ahead and roll me initiative. You're
Elena?
now, or Elena, excuse me. You're officially
like
now
that.
in the
That's
initiative
Elena.
order.
Dude, that's Lexi. That's Lena.
I'm not sure. August, did you
Okay,
skip
my
my
nice
turn?
die.
I may have. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
We'll get
I didn't even really realize.
You
I
had, like
think
a
with-
reaction, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah.
That's only a 7.
Only 7. Only a 7. Well,
It
you
is
act with
only
your
a
brother when we get there. Cool. Alexi, that is you, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna move down to join back up with Trent.
Awesome. So that's pretty easy. You can go 5, 10, 15.
That's math.
And did we see which way Medusa went?
No.
Again?
All you knew is from this room she went down, and you didn't, like, discover you're here, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my action to move down and through to the next room.
15. You can go 20, 25, 30,
35.
35. Starting to get in there. You are not seeing anything at all.
Okay. Can I do like a tracking check?
Let's see. Oh, like through fog. There we go. That now yours is doing it, and now Elena's will do it as well. Yeah, go ahead. Tracking check. That's an action to try to track through it.
Yep. And which would I be using? Would it be an insight, perception,
And then she must step on anyone. I'm very
Investigation.
investigation? Okay.
Yeah, tracking someone's an investigation kind of thing. Unless you have other tools that let you.
That is an 18.
18. Looks like she came through this way, like kind of going that way.
Okay.
Awesome. Trent, you are bottom of the order. That's you. I'm sorry. You're gonna try to break. Go for it.
The man from the
And
room.
that's flat. Well, because you didn't get hit though. Did your rage end?
Yes.
Can I, to maintain my rage,
Smack her
try
head on
to
the ground.
bite my lip as hard as I can so I drop blood?
Oh.
On my last turn, because I think you
I-
can use an
totally
egg.
do that. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Well, because I'm trying to think though. You are
Or like
gagged.
try and
With
pull
so
skin.
much.
I'm
The problem is you're gagged, so
Oh,
it's like
I'm gagged.
biting
Cool.
through a gag to get.
Hey, you know that? I'm gonna turn it as
Yeah.
much as I can so I get a
Scene where
burn.
you're just, like, chained up, rips the
Okay.
chains out.
So that then
How-
somehow either using the manacles will
It's
cut
an
my
attack
skin.
roll on yourself. Technically, I'll allow this as like a
Pass now.
object
Oh,
interaction.
sick. Yeah,
Kinda
that's
like,
Before,
19.
like, okay,
cool.
we can't do
Sure.
this
Okay,
For
for
fine.
ranges
now.
up, you can try one more time to break it.
He tried so hard though. That's commitment.
Oh yeah. What's so extra? Which makes them
Yeah.
awkward.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Trent,
can
you're just
do my
banging
math.
on the wall.
What's a 19 plus 5 plus 2?
26.
26.
Fine.
Yeah.
Trent,
You need to learn how to do
are
math.
free.
It's really stressful when
I
we're
just
like, wait, what did he get?
ooh, here we go.
Trent, you're free.
Hear me out. Because Trent is.
You have no more. You only have movement, though, is what I'm saying. Like you full on.
Trent saw you run, and I'll hold my movement then because I want to help free people even if they're asleep. You know.
Hold your move. You can use your movement now for free. Holding movement's not
Yeah.
gonna help if that makes sense.
Well, how is movement gonna help?
You could
Move
get the
over
Get to
to
more
the next
people,
person?
kind
Well,
of
yeah, no.
vibes.
Can I? Okay. Then can I move to?
The fog is gone, so you can shake someone away
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, sick. Can I go slap?
You have no on your turn. That's the thing because you were using your but that's why moving. So
Premeditated slap. I'm staring him down.
you move over and get ready to smack Archie as hard as you can.
It's like
He's
snap his
gonna.
neck with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not that weak. I may be
But
a
she
wizard.
is still raging.
Barbarian,
So she gets like a rage
Yeah.
bonus to damage.
Yeah, Trent just full on. Why'd you move?
Yeah, no, I
like
slapped him.
full and winding up, just like.
Just this thing.
Uh,
Make him vibrate.
Yeah.
Like a whole minute.
Like Ember.
Cool. We technically already did the Elena
That was
wake
too
up.
perfect.
Uh-oh.
That is 2 hits on you, Alexi, as arrows come out of the
Oof.
darkness.
Ooh.
It. Yeah, that. Okay. This is gonna hurt you.
Frick.
Um,
Sir, if you die, I'm gonna be upset. Okay?
Let's see.
As the first arrow hits you, you immediately feel as you can tell these have been dipped in poison.
Immune.
That's how paladins are. Paladins are great.
I forgot.
Also immune to disease.
All right,
Immune to
you
poison and
will
disease.
take some damage though from poison, but you will not be affected by this
He's
poison.
immune from the poison condition.
Exactly.
So he
That's.
takes
Oh,
poison
he was gonna
damage.
get something.
But
dude.
poison won't cause me to like.
Oh, this better kill ya! All right.
Oh, please no.
Yes.
No! Sir!
I'm sorry, but like there has to be death at some point.
Once in fog and once in salt. We are in neither. Let it.
This is
Let it be.
18 points of damage to you.
Okay.
You are down to 10 as poison. You feel it radiate this lightning off of you as you do not take any, but in fact still take a lot of damage though, as the poison and arrows still hurt a lot.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh, I love
That's
when you try to kill me, and I'm like, nope.
How do you do it? As I will say this.
How many times did I die in our last campaign?
Oh, yeah.
You're the only one who never dies.
Medusa's right there because she failed that stealth
That's
and
true, you don't
has just shot you
I will
twice.
say, it
Here,
was
since
very
I
worrying to
didn't
have
make an
one
action
die,
my
like,
last
3
turn,
times in
can I
one
do
session.
a retaliation?
That was scary.
What are you trying to do?
It's like when
I don't know because you still need movement, Rose. My
Guiding bolt.
Oh. Yourself. Alrighty, go ahead.
Alexi,
I'll allow it.
wreck her,
I'll allow
please.
it. No, I gotta. You did do an investigation
Okay,
to track
that's
her.
right. I did.
So yeah,
Oh, that was-
no, I probably would have allowed it because again, it's like it's that implied holding action. That's
Yep.
kind of the.
I
nature of
forgot
this.
that I did that
But
as
you
an
did
action.
track.
Okay.
She
That was
full
gonna
on.
be cool though.
You've seen her. She is definitely gonna use this legendary of hers though. The only one she's got. Hide again. Cool. That makes. Oh, she does have movement. So yeah, she's hiding and running.
Oh, she can do movement as a legendary as well?
No, or because this is her turn, right?
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
And so it's like eventually she'd be moving and still then using that like
Yeah,
let's get
it
out of
makes
here.
sense.
Because now it is Mike.
Yeah. Can I follow?
So
As he-
5, 10,
As he passed me, I'm just like, she's straight ahead.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Can I bonus action try to call the water again?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Agua.
Jeez Louise.
Aqua,
All right,
aqua.
here it is. All right. Well, you know,
Die hydrogen monoxide.
the DC has gone from 18 to 16. This is probably the easiest it will be. You feel it is very close right now. That is a 6.
Okay.
But I will say it's using that bonus action, calling for it. You can tell this is prime spot. Like whatever this room is, somewhere deep down is the closest you'll get.
In that case, can I see her, like her feet or whatever I can look for?
That's an investigation check to try to look around. Because right now, nothing, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's beating passive perception. So that's a perception investigation, something to try to find her.
Can I don't want to do that check. Can I do a different check?
Yes, what
Okay.
do you
So, last time I was in a cavern like this, my dad said, like, only one can shape the earth here, or shake the earth here, because he's the god
And
of
that's-
earthquakes.
Oh no.
I can shake the earth.
Oh, we might all die.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
I
if you
know-
do that, it might
You
cave
can
in and kill us
try.
all.
I will say this. It is... To give you the mechanic to then give you, like, that kind of, like, world...
I was going to ask if I knew
it's
the details.
an insane check to make because it's not an ability or spell or anything you have naturally. It's something you'd have to, like, pray to get. And so that's why
Okay.
you can reach out. Like, this would be an action to basically reach out in prayer
Okay.
and try to, like, Dad, let me do something. If you want to.
I'm, fighting your ex-girlfriend here.
Yeah, right? Like,
Nah,
if you're
I'll,
ever gonna help,
I'll
now
do
would
the
be the
check.
time.
Do the check? Alrighty.
Oh gosh.
For,
We're
I
all
mean, for
gonna
the,
die.
can I do the check for, her footsteps?
For
Oh,
Medusa?
investigation.
Yes.
Thank
Investigation,
you,
yeah.
thank you.
I'll do the check.
That would have
right
been
now.
really cool
Alright.
though.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be
Pretty good.
19.
Nice.
The footsteps went through here, and it looks like they may have doubled back to start going around.
Ooh. Okay. I'll just whisper back to Alexa.
You can like signal with your hands or something.
I'll be like, yeah, she's coming back around.
Non-verbal is much more, yes.
And
Okay.
so I want to anticipate like can I hold my actual action part of it?
That was your action to trek.
Oh,
no,
okay,
so,
gotcha.
But that is very helpful, as you now know.
Yeah.
It's like from like that, someone made a sharp turn. This
Yeah.
wasn't like right. Someone.
That's
yes.
okay.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Alexi, that's you there, my friend.
Alright, since he said she doubled back, I'm gonna go just like straight up.
5, 10. You run into her. Make me a Constitution check or saving throw, because this is a full like you weren't prepared not to look at her, unlike any other time when you've attacked.
That's a 7.
You don't have a modifier?
No, you're
Oh,
probably
that's really bad.
stoned. Did he fail it by more than 5?
Did you get a 7?
If he had to have failed that more than 5.
Oh no.
You run up, and as you like double back, you gaze into reptilian green eyes. I need you now. What memory is going through your head?
Oh my god.
What memory's going through my head? Oof. Probably just like the last hunting trip me and Elena did with Dad.
Oh.
As you see yourself in the woods, you feel that rough hand around you. You hear a voice. Not yours or your dad's. Or even Elaine's, right? It's like, that's what kind of breaks the marriage. Something just, well done. You feel your body turn to stone.
I don't like this.
There are maybe things that could happen.
Okay.
But as of right
As
now,
long as it's not like.
Mike, you see your friend, the ally you called to help, stone, sword in hand, gleaming.
Oh my god.
Alexi, Elena, that is you.
You don't know this.
Okay,
Alexi,
I'm
you...
honestly going to
You know Elena?
shove my
Elena.
gag down, even if that costs an action, and I'm gonna yell for Alexi.
You, do you want to take any move, or just like where you
I'm
are?
gonna
Yeah.
be running while I do it.
Cool, yeah. You come 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay, what do I see?
You see
What?
a door.
Oh, there's a
here
door.
leading into something. You pull, because as you hear Alexa
Oh my god.
somewhere as
Oh my god.
stone.
Oh, okay.
As it starts to close in on my face, just a single last tear drop.
Oh! You and that single last tear! Oh!
There may be ways to bring
Killing
it
me,
back.
Smalls.
Roll.
No.
There might be. It's not.
We are
No,
finding
It's
a
not set in
program.
stone.
You cannot make puns about your own death.
Oh my
I do like puns though. I'm allowing it.
Does he get like
Okay,
inspiration to
Rock-
like break out of
It's a
stone?
bonus
Okay.
action. I will say it's a bonus action to
Thank
get
you.
everything off.
I'm gonna try and open the door. And if it's locked, then I'm gonna try and break it open.
Door opens easily,
Okay.
and that's all your move. Like that's all. I'm like, cause like
Okay,
close
what do
enough
I
to like.
see then?
Could you take a dash action if she
You
wanted
are
to?
in some sort of labyrinth.
Okay, am I allowed to
Yes.
take a dash action, or did I use an action already?
No, you haven't taken an action yet.
Okay, do I hear anything when I say Alexi?
When
Like,
I
do I hear
when I hear
anything?
Alexi, can I reply with like a couple words?
Over
That
here.
would reveal your position, but yes.
Okay, yeah, well,
Cause you hear it too, like it's an obvious enough like hearing this muffled through the door, but screaming it, right?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Oh gosh.
You can say one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Like yeah, this is like your reaction. So instead of being able to take like opportunity attacks or stuff, like what would your reaction word?
Medusa.
Just screaming out Medusa.
Yeah.
I'll say
Everyone
you
knows
hear.
Medusa
I'm trying to warn them to
this
like,
is
watch
like
their eyes.
as much of a
Clever.
warning, but also a battle cry. I will say as well, just Medusa as you run in. Where do you want to go?
Well, what do I see anything like past that doorway?
Nothing straight down. Taking 5 feet. Nothing down these ways.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going forward, and I'm gonna be looking at the floor the whole time.
10, 15, 20, 25,
See, now I've died.
30.
Makes me feel a little better.
You can see
I can see
Medusa
her.
right there.
Okay, I'm gonna take one like diagonal square if you'll let me
25,
towards
30.
where I see her.
35.
If she can see Medusa, can she also see me stonified?
Probably not because
Not
she's
yet,
not
no,
right
line of
vision
sight-
of the
If you
stone.
can kind of tell that
Oh.
line of sight right there is
Oh
like
my
maybe enough where it's like kind of that peeking, like I see the feet, she's not looking up to see you.
That's a big oof.
And we're still asleep. I didn't even hear any of this.
He's still out. That
Ew,
sounds
you
horrible.
look at this man.
Oh.
He's just like,
Oh, man.
It's like you and Archie wake up so
that's-
Alexi
yeah,
is
that's-
stoned.
that's-
Yeah.
Trent, that's you.
How do you spell Alexi?
I just
Aleksy.
That's the Grecian version of it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
All right, Trent. My guy. Are you waking up, Archie?
Oh.
Boom! It's using the action, but still, you're awake, my guy.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
I have to send this into the chat first.
You're good. Yeah.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Hey, that means you go right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
true.
Let's
That's
get the
true.
next
It was the best thing I rolled.
Hey!
Holy
It's true.
shit. That one may
Kick me in the
actually
shin.
save lives. That may be
Oh.
the second time we've ever played a campaign where natural 1 is what we need. We'll see there, my guy.
Oh my gosh! You were a terrible.
Alexi.
Oh my goodness!
Worst meme ever. I love it.
I'm gonna put him in first.
Trent,
No!
that's your action.
No!
You have movement and a bonus action. You are
Object
still
interaction?
gagged yourself.
I'll take 5
Yeah, I
points
don't
psychic damage.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Literally.
my
Object interaction. It's a strength check.
No, it's not for
Don't.
me.
That's why she asked not for him.
It's not for me.
I will get for free. Like I will say, like, because you've seen him do it.
I'm like seriously, I'm out of here.
The
Like,
dude's
He's fine.
insane.
Oh right, the shadows.
Yeah,
and
shadow
now I
travel.
go over, and I shortest amount of distance. I'm picking like who
5,
next, who next.
10.
But I mean,
Maple,
there's Maple.
you would help Maple.
I would.
You,
I
You
would.
know you would.
5, 10.
I'm
You're
better
sad.
happening.
One of your
I would-
oldest friend. Yeah.
And hey, just instead of slapping,
You're-
yeah,
you're-
attack the
You've
chain.
already used an action to wake someone up, so you can like bonus action. Go
Bonus action
ahead.
changed.
This is a sleight of hand
Okay.
or strength.
Oh,
You-
strength.
You could say Trent is a little sappy when it comes to his girlfriend. Can't
That-
leave her alone.
That,
How
and
old
it's not
is
girlfriend.
And
Maybe.
it's
It
not
would be
girl,
partner.
technically as a bride.
It
They're
would
also
be-
not married, but partner. But
It would be a
again,
partner,
they're not
but
technically
also-
dating yet.
Okay.
Yet?
Okay, like
Yeah.
as this conversation happened, and this
Okay, well,
red,
no,
his face is going full red.
Dude, I got a gag on. You didn't hear me at all.
R2 as Alexi's like dead and stuff. All you see is just eyebrows.
Yes, yes.
Second character I make returns to stone.
Oh.
I know.
Oh no! Trent,
You just
what you get there, my friend? And I will say, unless you
15
This
plus
one makes it
5
too.
plus my 2 because I'm raging because
breaks the bonds,
It'd be so
Maple
much
is
better if it
still
was
asleep.
Goliath, because
Okay.
he'd just wake up the next night.
Yeah,
I
I
would
would love that.
like
Cool.
in a weird way I'm
You
gonna
just
be
have a
like
super long
"This is
rest."
awful."
Yeah.
This is awkward
You
because like
could
Maple
move-
almost collapses to the ground, so you are the only one that witnesses, and like
Oh.
Trent
Medusa thinks
sends
she
the
won
eyes
medals
of
of
if you speak of this,
Right.
I will send
I
you to
love
your
that.
father early.
Archie.
You know?
Okay.
And Archie, that's
Okay, so I assume I'd hear the stuff that's going on down the hall.
the slap. You're hearing running, everything. All you're hearing that echoing. Medusa,
But you can't hear it.
Medusa.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Gag.
shadow travel as far down that hallway
Ooh,
as possible.
How much shadow travel you got
It's
there?
50 feet. You know.
50 feet. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet.
You need to make the con save for that.
Um,
I just. Whew.
that
Okay,
would
we're
be
good.
bad.
No points of exhaustion.
That's good. That's good.
And
Oh
then
wait,
I'm
before
gonna.
he left, can I actually tell him Medusa
Your
because
dad-
he wasn't
Oh,
awake
he
for
heard
that?
No,
No, he did
heard
hear
it?
that.
I heard it. I'm saying because again, if you're yelling
it
a
just
single
happened, never
word
mind.
and echo, because again, it's not a big space, but
Okay,
yeah.
so the next person I need to tell them. Cool.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry. Keep going.
So-
So that
50
was
feet.
that, and then I'm gonna move to the door.
So 5, 10, 15,
As I
20,
run,
25, 30, 35.
as I run, I pull out my scythe. I'm going to action dash, but bonus action cast Shadow Blade.
What the frick are you
Holy
doing?
Yeah.
As-
He's just gonna one-shot Medusa.
So,
So-
as I run, I
Cool.
pull out my scythe, and it just coats itself with like dark
You are
shadows.
dashing. 5,
Stop
10,
it.
15, 20. In that 20, 25, 30, I can say followed 35. Because you also know, Alexi, it's code shot, and you see Medusa, and around the corner you see a stone statue of Lexi. Like, it's easy enough not to look at her. She's not looking at you guys yet, but it's that, oh. And I will say, again, for you know it's Medusa, you can be taking the obvious, like, well, don't obviously look at her, whether at the
Like I
ground
said,
or up
I'm
in the
looking
air.
at the ground.
Yes, one of the two.
Would you tell her? Would you tell Elena?
I'm just
He's booking it.
yeah.
Lee, Willow, and
You
Maple,
probably hear me
we're going to
say
make
fetch.
another save. This is flat,
Yeah,
as
that's
people
great.
are not
I
helping.
probably
There's
just
no more
assume that you see
fog.
Medusa too. Like honestly, I know.
Maple failed.
Dirty 20.
320.
Nice.
5. That was not a majority, so not
I
another
should be able to wake myself up.
It's
That's
not-
bull crap.
Right?
If
There's
you're a
always got to
higher
be at
level
least a
monk,
majority.
yes.
That's the mechanic. I'm sorry. That makes Medusa.
Actually, it was 6. If that helps, honey.
I could be so
Doesn't.
helpful
I'm
if
so
I were
sorry.
awake, guys. I have all the
Yeah, you're
shenanigans
right.
ideas.
I was definitely not being stealthy,
Sorry, I'm
especially
getting
when
Yeah,
next.
Medusa
Fetch.
hears
Okay, I know
this.
she go for Willow.
I
I'm
will
gonna
say
go
this.
for Willow.
It's
Medusa's
just
going to
that
make a
rolled,
quick
and
check
then-
because she hears people running, but you did yell. So let's see who she would rather
Thank
go
you for
because
yelling
again, it's,
because otherwise I would be stoned too pretty soon.
she would go for him.
yeah,
He's her target.
Which is dumb because Elena's gonna kill her when she sees her brother.
20,
You'll go in rage.
25.
I'm not even a rogue. He goes
My
rage.
Medusa walks
You a
up
barbarian?
to you.
Whatever, barbarian. Whatever that
She
means.
used
to me.
Yeah, she is
You're-
walking
you're
up
a
to you.
rogue, right?
Nope, I'm a
You
pet.
don't have any help
Paladin.
because your reaction was that thing.
Barb.
I'm gonna
She
bolt that
is
last
definitely going to do a
Because I got
couple
some
things
stuff
right
that
here.
would be sick.
The first thing she's trying is with
I
this
can see why.
multi-attack first, she's going to
Especially
try
with
to
the
attack
Shadow
you
Blade.
twice with these
If
twin
I'm in Midnight
swords.
or Darkness, I can guaranteed sneak attack.
That is a hit.
Anything multi-classing into rogue is just broken.
Armor class 15.
That is also hit barely with the 16, yeah. So she is hitting you twice. But these swords are not poisonous, as you found out earlier. But that is still, Mike. You take a full 14 points of damage there, my friend. You are at 8. As she X through your chest with twin blade and just now to kill you properly. As you have heard Alexi crackle to stone. That's you.
Okay, I'll attack her.
Okay, I'll attack.
attack.
Roll
That's what I
hit
like to do.
and
I mean,
definitely
I
rolled
guess.
hit with your
I just love how
trident.
Jelly's like, okay, sure,
This
time
is-
to kill her.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Man.
And
too
it's-
bad.
it's
I
not,
really like Alexi. He really rocked.
Not
I'm gonna
that's
smack
sneak
you,
attack, right?
and I'm
There's no
saying
close
I
enough.
will
No,
smack you
your
first.
only- your
Here,
first
Lonnie,
attack is
stop.
Lonnie, here you go.
take the sword and
And the thing is, Braxton, I'm not even like.
That's
if
not a
she-
good
if she
idea. I
decides
will
to
decapitated.
lunge,
And then she
And
decapitates
so
them.
that she can get you easy.
we crap.
Not Nick.
She looks
Braxton.
on death's door as you drive this into her shoulder, right? And that, like, again, hard to tell. As it collides, she as she looks about to die. Like, in that, like, you can tell she's close.
What would
Like,
happen if you like took off
How
your head?
close?
Okay, Lana,
Maybe
it's up
another
to you.
good hit?
Unless she misses.
Okay.
Yeah, the bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to call water one more time. Uh-oh.
He doesn't like it when you do that.
Oh, I know.
That wasn't a good look on August's face.
Oh, no.
How far
August,
are you?
stop that.
Oh no.
Still 16.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
He would have told us by now if it had failed. He would have been happy.
Yeah.
You reach out and feel a blood pounding roar in your ears as water erupts massively around you as Medusa is standing in front of you. As you see Alexi right there, and you full
You can see
on
through walls.
water erupts and surrounds
He
you.
wouldn't. I
So
don't
can
know
I
if
do
would.
Stormbringer or?
That's your
Okay.
bonus action, my
So
friend.
then in that case, she gets blown back.
How? Well, what's the save she has to make? Because that's
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
So I have it pulled up. I did have it pulled up.
If you push her back far enough, I can reach her.
Well, if she hits a wall, then she takes more damage, and I'm hoping
She's
it's enough.
angled towards.
It's Mike's turn. I will say
She
this,
could hit the.
Mike. You
wall.
could have like taken the damage.
Strength saving throw.
I will allow this, like as that, like, hey, point this out. You hit her, move technically not out of. It's not opportunity attack because she's like
Yeah.
technically in range, and then it's a strength saving throw, and your DC is 8 plus your proficiency of
So that's
10
11.
plus.
It's 11 plus whatever his modifier is.
So
Yeah.
5.
So
And
it's
5,
16.
16. She would hit the wall.
Okay. If she hits the wall,
should be
she
11.
takes, let's see, 1d6 bludgeoning damage for each 10 feet.
That's only 10 feet,
Okay.
but that would be enough. 1d6. Well, let's see. I'll tell you this right now. She has a +0 to strength. She is not strong at all. She, if she rolls below a 15 or below, that's
That's good odds.
What are you feeling and thinking right now at this moment?
I'm thinking about my buddy Alexi, and I'm feeling pretty vengeful.
You feel
I might yell
vengeance.
like for Alexi.
Oh crap!
As she-
I'm gonna panic.
Boom! Slams. You scream for Alexi. Slams into the
Did
wall.
she take damage from the wall?
Yeah.
She's gonna take.
A
Was it
D6.
1d6?
1d6. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it. This could do it.
That was cocked.
Yes.
It's a 3.
3.
Do you? Oh, and
I don't
guess you
know if
add
there's any
anything.
bonuses or anything. I don't
No.
think there
It
is.
is a. It was a straight roll.
Okay.
Mike, as you see, again, water obscuring your vision perfectly, you just see this gross reflected thing in the background as you blast out rage for your friend, your parents, your life, hundreds of demigods before, as boom slams into the wall and
Before
Slips
she
down.
dissipates away,
Come
do I have enough time for one?
you have movement as she falls down
Okay.
dead.
Steal her head.
How
I'm
much
going-
movement do I have?
You have, that was 5, so you still have 10, 20, 30. Or excuse me, what? That's not difficult
Can
terrain.
Archie shout something?
5, 10, 15, 20. This is, you're not close enough, but this is what we're going to get. I need you to make me now one last history check. Her eyes are closed. She's completely incapacitated right now, about to make death saving throws. You,
Oh, she's not dead.
she's just down.
Unconscious.
Just
Oh,
unconscious.
so good.
16.
16. You've heard about Medusa, and before, 16 beats my 15 history DC. Medusa and the Gorgons. Again, you notice because again, like, why no blood trail? Everything. Or excuse me, like, why no blood? But she can bleed, is what you're remembering, and what you remember is something that, if her head is cut off. While dead, it can turn people to stone. But the blood of a Gorgon from the left side can kill anything. It's the worst death. From the right can heal anything.
Including stone?
Okay.
Good thing you have a
So
dagger.
you have a choice. You could take the head or the blood. You know you would only have one chance. You're holding your trident. You could either
Low battery.
You could either low battery. No, you could either get the head or the blood. You don't think you could get both.
I'll get the blood. Yeah.
Right side?
As
From
we
the
are
left side.
we are out of initiative.
rogue.
We'll cut away from that, Elena.
Oh gosh.
You
Well, this is gonna be some
run
straight
around the
psychic
corner
damage.
Oh yeah.
and see your brother
He's facing me, isn't he?
Yeah.
facing
Oh
you,
gosh!
heroic stance, a droplet of water on his cheek.
It's very humid in here.
As
That's why.
you see,
No, shut up.
your brother is stoned.
Well, I'm gonna run to him.
You run in. Fine. Doesn't really matter out of the Archie, you round in. You're not here with Elena. What do you do? Looking at your brother.
Well,
Low
I'm gonna
battery.
be crying, and I'm gonna remember. Hey, I was able to heal him before. I was able to heal Trent, and Trent was dying. Maybe I can save him. So I'm just gonna like grab his face and just.
You push and push
Try.
and push energy, and you're not feeling.
Okay, I'm
anything.
calling to Zeus.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be out loud too. Whatever you say, there's no way you can say it internally. So you're calling out to Zeus.
That's a 17. Dad, please. Alexei can't die. He can't die. He's got a lot to do. We have to. I promise, Mom.
Thunder rumbles. Sunlight.
Or you could let Son of Poseidon sing the song of Zeus, and that'd be kind of cool enough, huh?
You, sparing the gory
Oh, there you go,
details,
there you
Yeah.
back.
have extracted the blood, and with those melee, she is dead. As her body dissipates, you hold, and you were there to extract. You're holding the left one in your left, the right one in your right.
Then I'll go to him.
Which way do you go?
And he just magically turns back
No,
into
I'll
a human.
go forward.
Forward. You come around.
The left side.
I'll say, Elena, I have what he needs. And the history check was the right side heals.
The right
Left side, left side.
No, left side
kills
kills.
the right.
Right. I'm so sorry.
You want
Oh,
what instinct is this?
Like, at this point, I'm trying to reassure Elena, so I'm not, like, trying to sound rushed or anything. I'm like, all he needs is this. I'll let you give it to him.
Do you give? You're going to give it to Elena.
To give to him, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You-
Archie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Archie is quietly pulling out 2 drachma.
Oh,
Just
but just in case.
I honestly really appreciate that.
As the children
though.
of the eldest gods
That's
stand alone in the dark,
Not
All
gonna
4 of you guys.
all
Okay.
of you.
Do I have any idea?
You're
Like,
holding
is he
a
supposed
vial.
to drink it? Is he supposed to? Okay, I'm sorry, Alexei. I'm gonna. Is his mouth open?
Probably like a war cry.
Yeah.
Slightly, just in that like.
I'm gonna try to put in his mouth. I'm sorry.
Gross.
I get it though.
Alexi, you see in front of you a astonishingly beautiful dark-skinned man in a hooded robe. As he is holding you, you feel yourself moving. This isn't Hermes, this is, you could guess, death itself. As he escorts you, you see the river Styx, you see yourself flying past as he goes, special arrangements were made. You feel an acrid, irony taste in your mouth. And as flesh slowly grows from this life-saving breath on a 99 percentile die, as the son of Poseidon made a choice to instead save him, Archie, you can put away the money
No, I'm giving them
as...
You died, dude! You know
and put it in the... Alright, now with the blood!
I am waiting till he unstones, and I'm gonna...
Here's what's wild. This takes a while to unstone. As slowly spreading... Alexi, it's very scary, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's all dark, right? The man has got... Everything's gone, you're breathing. Then you can smell... Okay,
As
you're
soon as
smelling the
his
reptilian.
ears are uncovered, I'll just go, we did it.
You hear, as the ears uncover, the eyes of your weeping sister, hands on your cheeks. Mike's whispering, you see Archie there too. You even notice Archie, where the rest of you are shining, Archie is kind of darkly shot, right? Like, it's that, like, you're in your element. Trent.
Can I wake the rest of everyone else up?
At this point, everyone
Thanks.
has been awakened.
And I break everybody else's chains.
If you
I'm
can.
assuming Alexi's
I have a
still
plus
healing.
5. I have a 20 for my strength.
It's like, that's what I'm saying, like, eventually it would have
Or
broken.
wait, did that completely heal him?
No.
The
Well,
Does cure any
no,
wound?
it cures any wound. He is full
Okay,
health.
then
It was
I'm
basically
gonna
a
immediately turn to Mike and heal him.
How much do you heal him for? I will say this.
Everything.
Fun fact:
I could also go to the water.
Oh,
the
true.
water, you can bring the water. You have found a deep pipe Medusa. Thought it was built far enough away, but you were able to get it. You can take the water as well. How much would you heal for? Just to put that in.
I'm just trying to find it real quick. I'm so sorry. Find sense.
Alexi, it's
Here it is.
very slow. You have most of your senses, not really touch, taste again. So
Okay, I
irony.
can do
blood.
up to 20
Poke his
points.
stomach with the butt end of my
20
scythe while
points?
it's still strong.
If you
Just
give Mike
go
a
rock
full
hard abs,
20
huh?
points, Mike, you're back up to 28.
That's bad. That's
Low
funny,
on-
but that's bad.
It is a very slow
Oh,
process.
what a bonding moment between all the
I'll heal
kids
with
of the big
water as
three.
well.
They heal each
Healing
other.
water, how much is it gonna
Amy's
give you?
just sitting in the corner like, hey, rock hard abs, and like poking the
You guys, yeah, like you're like enough of your head. What you're noticing is Alexi is alive,
He's chiseled out
very
of stone.
slowly growing. Like it is a very
Would
tough.
nectar help at all?
Nectar would heal wounds. This is
He is complete
a
already.
combination
healed,
of basically
so
a
I-
Gorgon blood, which can heal any wound, combined with that 99, is able to do it. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm like, that is a miracle of miracles. It's just like you're gonna. It's again, start to get there,
Oh, I
but
love
it's
that
like so slow to go. It was like almost a half hour before you could see. If that gives you that kind of like, it's such a slow spread to
The frozen
unpetrified.
Question. Was the 17 what allowed you to roll the, or like?
Yeah, no, I'm like on a 17 or higher, I'm willing to like make a percentile check, but
Oh,
you gotta get like 95 or up, and I'm like, nah, 99 is almost perfect. Like,
Holy hell.
like
my
that,
gosh, that
I
really
kept it there.
was-
That's completely fair. You saved his life.
Back up to full.
Both of you. You are back up to full as well.
my gosh.
Okay, cool.
I'm probably just gonna be a sobbing mess. Hugging
You're just sobbing. All right.
Alexi.
All of you are sitting here.
I sent you a text, sorry.
No.
What?
No. That.
Yeah,
No.
that would make sense.
No.
In this modern society,
A
I'm trying to
signet
figure.
ring would never be it has to be a ring of some kind. You can't just make it a pocket watch. I know what you're trying. No.
I just want to be able to tell the
Oh yeah, do
time.
we have watches? Do we know how long has passed?
Yeah, that's
I will
what
say,
I'm trying to do.
Everyone can give me an investigation check to find your supplies.
I'm not going to. It doesn't make sense to me to do that.
I'm stone still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you cannot. Sorry, I should have said that.
I only got a 26.
Archie,
Oh,
feeling your way, like moving through the
You
darkness.
get that.
Oh, you only got I got a nat 20.
In the room where you guys came
What's your
from,
total?
you can go back like easily now, right? Again, what you find is again, this was a very
So, that's
blockish area.
So?
Like to give it to you, right? Like it's like block. You come back in. There was a small room just up over
my
here
God.
that can give you. It has all your stuff and supplies. What
Where,
you
are we still in Chicago?
Yeah.
you are still in Chicago, as far as you could tell.
How long has it been? Have we been
That's what they're trying to
It's
figure
gonna be
out.
at least
That's what
several
we're
hours
figuring
for me to
out, yeah.
de-stone.
Trent, you notice this with your iPad. Because again, basic enough time. Your iPad's at a terrifying low percentage.
Well, yeah, but I can fix that on the train.
It has been 3 full days.
What? Gang! So,
You were drugged for a while.
it's
Wonder
been
why we're
3
starving.
days.
You guys are all starting. Like, again, she was keeping you all on at, like, now that, again, adrenaline coming down, you can't tell again, because, like, anything below here is stone. It's like
You
one of
guys-
those, like, oh shoot, I am starving. Like,
Hey,
where's our food? Where are we?
If we find our supplies, yes. Yeah. I like pull out and I start like breaking Cliff Bars and I'm like, it's not a full
food.
meal.
I got food.
Okay.
You got
But, like,
enough.
everybody
You're
needs something.
freaking well stocked with
I
your
still
food.
have
Like,
2 meals worth.
do you know how much preservatives in southern food?
Oh,
May
no.
kill him one day, but like that seems lasting
I
until
know, I'm like,
Hades comes.
he's
It's mostly
Until
like
he
cornbread and
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
Like, this
With
stuff
and
ain't
even
bad.
putting food in Alexi's mouth, you actually
Yeah.
notice like it doesn't go down immediately because again, like oh, it
Oh
goes.
my
it's
God,
still-
your
it's
throat's
still-
okay.
it's
I'm
still
gonna
stuck.
like pull it back out then because I don't want to choke and die.
And you took a 9 and on.
It's all really sad.
New
I will
character.
say it's not enough. You will eventually need to find food. It's enough.
Hey,
No points
what
of
is
exhaustion
your
or a
backup
immediate
That's kind
starvation.
of what I wanted
I
to
never
do.
actually made one.
Oh!
I really need to now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyone can
by
die.
the way, gang, because it's been 3 days, you got that like stuff from like Hermes, yeah?
You
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
arrived in
Do you think
Chicago
we can get
on the
replacements
6th.
because it's
It
been
is-
3 days?
But we didn't like give anyone the tickets.
Excuse
We
me,
still have
it
them,
is-
right?
Still have 'em?
Because it is after midnight, it is the technical morning, like early 2 a.m. of the 10th of June.
Okay, gang, that's 3 days gone.
boy.
Well, we took a long rest.
Okay, here's my question. Do we have time to go to Mississippi?
Do we have money to get anywhere else?
Yes.
I love no. This is Mike like after like extracting vengeance and just yes, like that's pretty.
He's like holding death, like the other potion. I'm holding
'Cause you still
death.
have to
and I'm
kill
like,
him.
You still
So-
have.
so
We
we
have
have-
that, and I have my lollipop.
have-
We're good.
Insta-kill
Oh gosh,
poison
that
and
lollipop,
an
I forgot
insta-kill
about that.
lollipop. So
That's
it's
why I
like-
want to be
Maybe
dehydrated.
we
Just
could
have
just
a
play
lollipop.
music on the street for money. What about that?
So there's a possible if I could charm.
I'm gonna make some
somebody,
rolls for you. Let's see how many hours it takes
Okay.
for you to
I could
you know.
charm somebody and see if we can get like
Some money.
replacement tickets.
It's gonna
if we
take you
wanted
a
to go
good
to
2 hours to
They
Yeah.
should have
completely
something like
unstuck.
that, right?
Because it's
They
like
still have the
after about an hour, you'll be able to
Sorry.
It never
eat,
had a
talk, like
destination.
Yeah.
move your upper
It
never
body
had
the
a
next hour or your
destination, like,
next.
Well,
we
that's
put
not-
by
But
or
I said we did.
With my
Two.
research of Amtrak, is there a
Wait, guys, the tickets
return
never
po-
had
Yeah.
a when time.
Yeah, they never had a
So
one.
we can still
Did
use
we
them.
turn them in to be like, oh, we're gonna go in 3 hours?
No,
yeah.
because those
so,
are our
so
tickets.
Yeah, we
let
have
me
to
finish
keep
my
our
thought, people.
Make a roll.
With Trent and his knowledge, is there return policies in case of, is it like all sales are final, or if you miss your train, you can request another one if you were confirmed to not be on that train?
Here's what I'll say, Trent. You know this because again, you're studying up on these Amtraks. You're figuring out.
I have like this thick of
You've
pamphlets.
missed your train by almost coming up on 4 days. You doubt they'd refund that.
Okay.
Elena, you reach into your pocket and find tickets. I made a roll, and more tickets have been given.
Oh.
We're still set. I think we're really supposed to go to Mississippi.
2
maybe
hours will
we're really
pass while you're down here. You know, just like again, de-stoning. Yes.
So once he's
Owning-
once he's no
Coming
longer
off of your
stoned,
high.
Yeah.
Hey, are you stoned?
he probably has the munchies.
Come on.
Hey, you know, I have
so-
a bag of Lace chips in
So
here.
I'm,
if you just
I'm,
really
first of all, I'm
want
gonna give him
Lace
some good food.
Yeah. Okay. So
Thank
you share
you.
some of
Okay.
the southern. You get like a good full meal. So
Sweet.
you both can. You're fine. Like if you're both eating just that.
And then
Thanks, bud.
I'm gonna pull out a little.
kind of like into the mouth.
Well, no, he's fine now.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out like so you know I pull out like a little thing from my backpack, and it's just like a napkin, like you know a cloth napkin wrapped around it, and I hand it to you. I go. Make sure you pay your fare next time.
Ooh.
I have one of these for each of you. I don't say that last part. But
What?
Okay.
No, hey, that's really cool of you.
It's
Yeah.
actually really
Yeah.
sweet, but
It's
very
sweet.
dark.
In this
What
world, Billy.
happened?
Yeah, that's nice. That's
I love
like,
it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's morose, but again, morose has a negative connotation sometimes. It's very. It's like
He's
you
just
have to think about
Very
it.
random question. What happens to a dryad when they die?
Don't you
technically
reincarnate?
a
Don't you
monster,
like as a
Reincarnate,
plant?
yeah.
Satyrs reincarnate as plants.
Oh.
but you're technically a monster, right?
It's more like we're not gonna talk about it because like
Trent gets very
it's
concerned.
dark.
What do you mean you're not going to talk about
Well,
it?
it's like
I really want to
the
know
spirit dies, but the body doesn't. If that makes sense.
Oh, the
Like,
now. Zombie tree.
well,
becomes
no,
a
you're
So
not.
the tree just
It's
becomes
your
a
character,
zombie
but with
body?
their zombie on it. No, it's more like
Do you go
you'll
to, like,
pass on and
Elysium?
dissolve, but your
The
tree will
tree.
stay and your spirit joins nature. Like it's kind of dark
Oh
in
my
that way. Like,
So like no Elysium, no fields
It's
of
cool.
asphodel.
I mean, if the gods are cool
He
enough to
just
take
keeps
the
on,
spirit,
like
like
seeing your tree, like
Cool. I'm going to
That's my
personally
girlfriend.
fist fight with the gods if
She's
they
dead.
don't let you have an afterlife.
wonderful. Do you guys, after 2 hours, do you try to look for a way out now?
Yes.
No.
Cool. Group investigation check.
I just teleport to the surface.
I got a 13,
That was
I
appropriate.
believe.
Yeah.
So you give me advantage.
here.
Investigation, you said?
Investigation.
You give me
14.
advantage.
Yeah, sure.
13.
24.
That's a 4.
24.
Yeah, I just got.
I rolled
Me
2 ones.
insulting you,
Oh!
and I give advantage.
No, yeah, I know. I'm gonna say it takes an hour then because Mike's. Oh, and Mike, eventually you think to go back to the room. There was in fact a hidden door right up there in
Oh,
that
you could have
first
just
room
left
we're in.
us.
As you guys come up, it is early morning. Now we are looking at 3 a.m. As you come up, the first thing you notice is
Is there such
you
thing
are
as a
underground.
rage
You are in the skeleton of what looks to be an old mall. What you're noticing is there's a lot of prop up like weapons and leather jackets and like enough stuff, and you realize there are giant emblazoned golden M's everywhere.
Oh, it's from the lost.
Someone moved in. And yeah,
Yeah, it is. That's really cool, actually.
Lost hero.
Okay.
you guys can go out.
Oh my gosh, it's the department store?
Yeah.
I just got that! Okay.
You guys probably
So
don't.
it's
It's
been
again
a year-
like
a couple years
abandoned
since I
apartment
last
store with like creepy Medusa set up shop and
Is
made
there
a
just
kill
like
dungeon.
a window that's broken at the very top?
Oh yeah, no, like insane broken what used to be glass window. It's very drafty, honestly.
I love
Hey,
this.
are there clothes?
Yeah, like Medusa
like,
clothes.
Old preserved food, like just
Yeah,
even,
can
like,
we
back
search
to
for
Jack
any
and
raid
Silver's?
the?
You can
Just
raid.
raid it?
I
in
will say
general?
this on what I just made. The weapons are easy enough. Like no, these are like bows dipped with like some gross poison, like not Medusa blood, right? But
Is there anything that does more than a D8, Eleanor says?
no. You got a D8 because Medusa had a longbow. I mean, you could have grabbed that off, but again, it's like
That's still Dex.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
dex.
Even
Okay.
though it should be strength because it's.
Are you
Barbarian
mad that
and
of the
D8
stick I gave you, I gave you a good stick?
It's a really cool
That's-
stick.
It's a cool stick, but I'm playing a
It
barbarian!
gives +2 to bolt damage and hit.
It's
What?
That's a pretty
That's
rough
great
roll.
for barbarian. That's a better stick than anyone else.
The stick
She has
doesn't
a
do
staff.
2, though, it does a D4.
I have a club.
You said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a D4.
Oh, never mind. That's not a very good stick.
Yeah!
Alrighty. As you guys head up,
Stick.
But
yeah, the food question, legitimate.
that's what I was about to get to. Food wise, there is enough.
Is there like a broken fountain or something somewhere?
Yeah, there's enough. And
Mike,
you,
can you
can
get
shape
some?
water, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I
missed
want,
it up,
yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, I want to throw a drachma in. I don't know if I would do iris message or like some sort of sacrifice, but either way, I want to try and like talk to Dad and just say thank you.
You again. The Lord of the Skies is unavailable. Would you like to take a collect call that would be delivered to him at the nearest convenience?
Tell him thank you.
I shall do that.
Thanks, Mike.
You just wasted a drachma to tell your dad thanks.
I'm gonna punch you! I will say that's what the animal.
Oh! Yeah, I'm glad Tabby's alive.
Everyone just ooh like Trent. Even Nick was
Elena
like,
willingly
"Nah."
hugged Mike,
legitimately.
willingly punched
Not
Trent.
cool,
So
Trent.
I'm asking like,
Mike helped some water. Elena used a drachma to basically, even though of course can't send the message "Thank you, Dad"
You
through
could
Iris
just
off.
go
And Trent
pray
just
to
wait,
your
you just
dad.
wasted drachma to say thank you, and so yeah, like just
You could have just prayed to your dad. You know that, right?
you're gonna get another punch.
I'm going
I'm
out.
literally just being practical.
Trent, you see this electric nail polish?
anyone that wants can make. This is going to be.
Trent starts crying.
World 3 is about to happen.
This is a nature check, as you guys enough to like look outside. Again, there's enough food here that everyone can get enough of a meal. But at 3 a.m., make a nature check to figure out where you are.
That's an 8.
I got a nat 1.
That is my third nat 1 in a row.
Two
But
nat ones.
she was giving me advantage.
17, 16,
Okay,
16.
so I got a 22 total.
22. Maple's gonna.
But I just
Alright.
rolled 3 nat 1s in a row.
I rolled a nat 1.
Archie
find it.
and Lee, you guys are feeling very lost. I will say, Willow, Maple,
Well, no.
you guys.
Because she was giving me advantage. I got a 22
Yes, no.
total.
What I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta trust the process.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
You said Archie
You
and
guys
Leo
start
were
looking
very
around because
lost,
again,
so
it's
I was-
like, well, we're kind of like in this like almost middle of nowhere, but like there's a lot of lights around everything. Like Elaine, I'll say like that casual like, oh, almost fly up, like maybe that helped. Archie, you get a gut feeling that basically is like,
Hey guys, I believe it's this way.
We have nothing else to go on. Let's go for it.
you start going that way.
I'm like,
And eventually you find your way back into Chicago itself, into the streets. Very empty right
Can we
now, I will
point
say.
out the bean just for
Died.
Trent?
Yeah, I do.
We point
People
out
die
the
all the
bean.
time.
Be like, the bean's right there.
You can, but yeah, Trent, they point the bean to you, just like, the bean! Nice.
Actually, that's a really good one. Like
Little
super dark,
montage,
serious. Trent's like people die all the
Yeah,
time.
Trent's like, why are you so upset?
I gotta make some
Because my
rolls.
brother friggin' died.
Yeah.
The bean
okay,
is pretty
so
cool, by
we
the
need
way,
to
like
start
a
working on
person.
social.
Wow! And nothing attacks you guys.
Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you!
I had some saved up rolls, because again, Medusa can't perfectly hide you, more like distract, and ooh, it was gonna look bad.
I wanted to fight something.
I mean, it would have been bad.
How's my levels looking?
I was gonna say, you two actually got an encounter. You should level up,
You
right?
guys got an encounter. I mean, we'll see. I'll do the
we were
quick
part of that
maths.
too.
I also didn't level up after the harp. I also didn't level up after the harpies.
It's true. None of us did.
No one did. We'll get there. We'll see. You guys might be close. Well, I'll do the math. You guys are able to make Chicago, and it's not too hard again, like, because you are able to get your bearings, make it to the trains. Elena, you have the tickets as you come up to this Amtrak. You hand him over.
I need the soonest train to
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Do I know what city at all?
The tickets would say.
The tickets do say, I will
Oh, they
tell
do?
you in just a
Okay.
second.
Because we never looked.
No, the
I
tickets
have
say
to relook up.
Yeah, but they don't say what city. Well, he didn't tell us what.
Fair.
Let's say,
Yeah,
cause
he
like
just-
you want to
like,
take
gave us a
capital
state.
have a city.
Maybe
To
like
get
it's when we like
from
cross
you
the
guys
border to
in
Mississippi.
Chicago,
That
that comes
Watches it
No,
St.
the
Louis.
individual ticket should say
diagonal.
the
You are
city
getting into the
because
south.
in the way they would give you, they would
Right.
just send you to Mississippi without knowing where you're
As
going.
soon as you get to state line, they kick you off the train.
You are going to Greenville, Mississippi.
I need the soonest train to Greenville, Mississippi for 3.
You see this
8
guy
people?
takes the tickets. He goes, "Thank you. The train will be leaving in 20 minutes."
Thank you.
You notice a slight wink as he walks away, but as you look in, the dude is gone. But you have redeemed the ticket successfully.
Is that Hermes? I asked Elena.
Probably.
Gotta travel, my guy. I mean, no, you guys are able to then board the train and are off. Now, this is only a 5-hour train ride, meaning you guys, I think, are. Let's see, you're full Lexi, because basically you did get a complete heal. But remember, you don't have some of your specific clash feature stuff because it was either used. And you guys head off through the night. Elena, why do I have you at 30 hit points?
Oh, excuse you. No.
You didn't even use any of it, did you?
Hey,
Trent's fine,
GM.
everyone's fine. Yes.
do I notice anything that happened from praying to my mom earlier? Nothing?
Not really.
Okay.
Or nothing that's like on first. It's like I prayed and I mean eventually I got out and people and so it's like in theory everything worked out, but you don't know. You guys travel through, the night growing, as technically you are all asleep, but again, I will say, it's not a point of exhaustion, but you are all exhausted from 3 days of probably very little food and water, just to keep you alive, right? You've had one meal, and
Is there any food available on the train?
on this train,
Oh wait,
no,
we
on-
raided them all.
You got enough of a
Yeah,
meal. I will
okay.
say, because after the 5 hours, you all will probably need another meal, like an actual breakfast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was just like a quick catch up, like, okay, let's not start taking exhaustion points or hunger. As cool, dark night air and sky lightens, it becomes a lovely pink to rose gold to just starting to break. As 8 o'clock rolls around, and 8 a.m., excuse me, as you guys pull up
Harpies?
into Mississippi. Specifically, of course,
With a stick.
There is
No,
not
what?
an open window in this whole train car.
That's
We
what
are
she was
never
just
opening
asking,
a window
yeah.
ever again.
you pull into a town,
It's getting a little
Greensville.
stuffy in here, guys.
like slam the window shut as a harpy smacks like pigeon style flies away.
Just
Like,
like
it's an actual
Tina in the
pigeon this
window
time?
wasn't.
Yeah, it was just a real pigeon. Pigeons!
Wake up, mortals!
Oh my god.
Return to the other harpies.
You guys pull into Greensville, Mississippi. As you step off the train, tiredness and hunger aching, you guys are now here. I will say you don't have much clear instructions as it was said it would become apparent. So, would you guys like to, are you going to try to find food first? Are you going
Where's
to
the nearest FedEx? Just kidding.
ship yourself to California?
No, because, you know, in the movie, he's working at a FedEx.
What
No, it's UPS.
Let's find Nathan Fillion.
Yes, my bad.
Yeah, no.
I forgot one thing. While we're on the train, can I iris message someone? Just because I want to brag.
Yeah. I will say no. We gotta roleplay. You can head out. Like you could go into a bathroom on your own, right?
Yeah.
Like those, and enough shape water, and you can get your own little spray from a sink.
Percy.
I knew
I
it.
just want to tell him
Oh,
everything about the encounter.
Go ahead, yeah. Knock off that drachma.
Okay.
You
Oh,
Aiken,
I was like,
you see a you throw it in. You
And
you
you're
know,
both
as you
12 when
say,
you
yeah,
Annabeth there?
you know,
That's
of
how I'll
course,
start. I'll be like,
I
hey,
respect
Percy,
you
is
know,
Annabeth.
Goddess of the Rainbow. Please accept my offering.
Yeah.
Please show me Percy Jackson. The scene shifts, and you see a very like dark room and 2 people lying in bed.
PG, please.
I'm not.
I'll be
It's
like,
3 a.m.
I'll be like,
Even for them, it's still 1 a.m. Like I mean, time.
I'll be
This
like,
does track for like an ADHD 12.
silent,
Yeah.
and then I'll just, hey, Percy.
Hey, immediate sword out, like almost disrupts the vision. Blonde-haired woman like whips out a knife, like wild look in the eyes, right? As he started going, like looking around wildly, as you see this woman you've never met before, staring dead-eye with you.
But you've seen her before.
Percy like
Yeah.
has like he got up, the blanket twists around, boom, smack full on his face as he hit the floor.
I'll be like, you must be Annabeth. I've heard a lot about you.
Who the gods are you?
Your future brother-in-law.
Yes.
Flush red, like almost purple, just. Percy, I think it's your brother. As she walks out of the room, you hear something. It's just some sort of sons of Poseidon. I swear to God. As something like in the background, Percy like you see, you're just wearing like pajama bottoms again, hot California summer, right? Like just kind of like bare chest. You see, he walks out just, oh, Hades below. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Oh, it's going dandy. Guess what I just did? And I'll just recount the whole thing.
You see, Medusa kidnapped you, drugged you, Solo tried to fight you, and you and Alexi killed her, and you... What?
You had to be there, man.
and he's gonna be so mad because he wanted to go too.
You see, Percy's just like...
She did tell me that you were the main reason that she was so angry. So hats off to you, 'cause you did a good
You
job.
see, like, maybe look at pride, just like,
More like heads
I
off
mean,
to
like,
you, 'cause-
I'm glad, but not glad she's hunting demigods. But dude, solid kill. Well done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, dude, yeah, that's cool.
And then I'll be like, all right, that's all.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Hey, next time I get quests, maybe in the morning or like when we're awake. Just keep my time zones, but
You got it, dude.
well done. Hey,
Nice to meet Annabeth.
glad you're doing safe. Yeah. Yeah. Stay safe.
You have to picture, this is like a 12.
12-year-old, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
love
are
it.
just 12-year-old like big
He's
brother, and, it's
innocent,
like,
like-
and you need to know this, and then
Oh,
and then I
it's
stabbed her in the arms and just get the blood and chopping off.
And then the water just.
And use the water to knife and get the blood, and you know all these like.
Cleave the skin.
And Percy's like very interested, right? Like he's not gonna be not interested.
Yeah.
You see, you actually, as you wave your hand, and that again, by you're going to break the water. Last year, just, oh yeah, and by the way, someone, and
Oh,
the
I hate
connection
that.
ends.
I hate you. Why do you do that?
Could I try it again?
The train is now pulling. I will say, like, the train is pulling
That
into the
sounded
station.
important.
Can I just say really quickly? I love how like fun and ridiculous and lighthearted that was. Because I feel like when Lee woke up and heard everything that happened, she was like very somberly apologizing to you guys for like not being there. And then it's like now you're just like having a blast as a 12-year-old. Like I killed the snake lady. I love it.
Hey, can I actually have a role playing moment with Archie here for a second?
1 second, I'm
Okay.
doing a quick.
In that disco.
You're both level 5.
Nice.
Yes!
So you get 2 attacks now. Oh, paladins are
Nice.
awesome.
They go.
Paladins
They,
are the best.
they both did damage. They both like you. If you guys had gotten out and like started doing damage, it would have started spreading. I was gonna say, but like, it yeah.
It was since it was pretty much just us two.
So Archie's gonna go off in his zone to go fight some monsters.
I'm gonna go kill.
Hey,
I'll
only
come
twins
with.
can do
I'll
that.
come with.
You guys are in Mississippi.
That's no, you're gonna do it again, huh?
As you guys are, yes.
Yes.
You can try to find food, or you
I
can
need to
try
burn
to
off
figure
some
out
grieving that I almost.
Turn emotional pain into physical pain.
anything
Yeah,
you guys
let's do it.
want to do.
I mean, food is probably a good idea. For a bunch of starving 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Eleanor did have something.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Sorry.
That's cool.
No.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
I was gonna get to it. I just.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Thank you for reminding me.
Trent just wanted to pull Archie's under. What do you mean?
Well, like.
What did I do wrong? Why is she mad at me?
Okay.
I was just
Oh,
telling her
that's right.
that,
Trent's actually said.
that like a drug money, she could, you know, not. She could keep the money and still just pray to her dad. And I get
but
that.
okay. It's
I love how you're playing Trent. I'm sorry. This is amazing.
Okay, so painfully.
That was smart.
so
Good.
sweet.
Thank you.
it's really it's not really anything you did. It's what she was going through at the time.
I'll say, and this can, you guys like as walking through Mississippi morning. This can be like one of those hang back, like hey, have talk.
So
Anyone else can make
her
me just quick
brother
perception or
did
find
just
food.
die.
Monster
I get
at
that.
advantage, yes.
Can
Maples.
I've never had
I actually want to
something
see if I
before,
can
so
figure out
don't-
like what, like look for whatever Hermes could be.
Is it
a
that this
living.
video?
I don't
Yes.
know. It's just
I
the
have
first
no
time
idea what to roll for
besides
that.
Maple.
That's
that I've
this
had
is
to
an
so I don't
investigation.
know.
Okay, I'll be doing.
Sibling is like,
17.
but, like,
17.
I'll be doing the same as her.
Okay.
Can I just help
17
you?
perception.
17 perception.
I would say I want to help you, but I already rolled, so.
I don't know why
Maybe.
I'm like this. I don't know why I upset everyone.
you don't.
No, I do. I either talk too much or I talk too little. or I make
Maple's
people
definitely gonna
angry.
fall back and just.
What did
Trent,
you roll?
hey,
No,
you're not upsetting to anyone.
no. I don't
You're
know why
helpful.
I got
You
one.
do so much
It's
for the
such a
team.
relief.
I got a nat
Hey.
one.
Trent, you
I got a
remember
5.
back
I only have a
in
+1.
Mrs. Rochefort's class,
Yeah.
and you were talking to me,
Yeah.
and we were talking, and you asked me about my haircut, and said like,
Right,
why would you
that's
pay for that haircut? It looks bad.
I'm
sorry, I just like-
Trent starts to cry once like I'm
She's like, no, but we talked about this. Remember how?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not like you didn't mean it, and I knew it, and you're fine. It's fine to care about people. And Trick, you're doing a lot. You're helping us figure out how we get through the United States.
Eventually, Elena will apologize.
You got me free. Like,
Right now, she's
you
still
helped
really
find
mad.
our weapons. You've got good stuff, man. It's not a big thing. Like,
And just to reinstate it, it's not what you did. It's what
fair.
she's doing.
I kind of just feel emotionally dumb, and that's kind of hilarious being the kid of Athena. I hate being socially dumb, and I don't know why. I thought this would be fixed. I don't know. It's
Just
fine.
maybe
We
just-
trench this island. Hey.
The Athena Jews
you're all a
would
bunch
kick
of
in when I
crazy
got claimed.
ADHD demigods. You're all gonna feel dumb at some point. Trust me.
Except for
People
me, I
grow
have
out
a +5 to intelligence.
With that Archie,
I won't say that. I won't
mosquito
actually
bites
say
you and you take 6 points of damage. I don't feel that. Ah! No. It was so big.
Because you're a wizard.
Yes. Wizards are vulnerable to all damage. No, I will say in that like.
Yes.
I'm resistant to necrotic damage. Thank you.
Wow, good for you.
Cool, you take 12. No, in that it is that fun like though, but like starting to joke and like about things. And you guys go off. Maple made a nat 20 perception. No monsters are following you, and you guys are clear right now.
This is why I love Maple.
Good question.
Yeah,
How
they're
old is
amazing.
Maple?
I think they said that it was
Maple
around
is
my
actually
age, kind of like the
just barely like 1920.
Never mind.
Like Maple's like again just barely enough that she can like technically help. Like technically I'm a legal adult, but it's like Willow's definitely taking point. Willow's again. It's more like
So
hey,
Maple
with
is a little too old
6
for you to be
demigods,
dating
4
yet.
children of the big 3. Maple's here for that extra like keep account of
Yeah,
where
that
things
works.
Oh no, I look at them as
No,
a
that's
couple
like borderline
and be
pedophilia.
fabulous.
Never
Look at
mind.
me
And what
Jake,
was
you
your
say you're
2 of 6? So nothing. You got
Well, is it just
Lee?
because it's like a
17?
difference?
Yeah, perception.
Like you guys just
Lee,
age faster?
you were able to find some pretty good street food coming down. You're finding a lot of
So that
soul
she's
food right now.
Still technically like a
So,
teenager for
me?
your like. Would you
So
So you're like
I'm in my
teenager.
20s, but I look like
But like, let's say you were just a bunch
Okay,
of
what's
dryads.
the age
Would
schematics
you be a
between
teenager
demigods
to
and
them?
dryads dating?
Fresh gumbo. You want fresh gumbo? Yeah, gumbo.
'Cause,
no
Corn.
idea.
You
That's the
guys
thing,
can
'cause, like,
get food.
Reading
here.
the Lord of the
I
Rings,
get food.
it talks about
Awesome.
I also get
being
food.
Anyone? Yeah.
between the ages of 22 and 33.
Anyone who wants to. Sorry, this is important.
Yes.
Tons of street food here. Only $6, and you can get a meal, but nothing that would save because it is just street food.
Sick.
What did you two get in trying to figure out the message? 6. 1.
Nothing. By the
Yep.
way, I'm dangerously close to
Uh,
$6.
Wait,
As-
what message?
You take it off of my
From Hermes.
From her,
I got
trying to figure out.
$3.
How many bucks? $3.
I got 90 left.
Here, as I go to pay for food, I'm like, okay, guys, seriously, who has my wallet?
Trent technically
Like,
still has the
I
wallet.
tried to give it back to you and then I
But
passed
again,
out.
like,
Oh,
passed out.
thanks, bud.
Pays the food.
I'm at $19.
And I did not.
116.
Oh,
I'm
no.
wealthy.
110.
110. I'm
I'm
sorry.
at
I just spent $6.
You guys notice, I will say, it's that, like,
He's in the 3.
we're, like, just to the Mississippi and running out of money. Like, yeah, if you can do whatever favor this is, this could probably help a lot in getting across the United States. You don't know how much, but this might be one of those, like, dance for your meal kind of, like, ooh, we really need money.
Honestly, at
As
this
you
point-
are all here, you two have already made it. I will say it's like that's been your main priority in like looking for food and like, okay, is there a sign anywhere? Like, do we need to like pray to the gods? Anyone else who wants to? Maple used the full nat 20. She again was, or they again were like full looking for like monsters. The other 4 of you, if you want, can now make me either investigation checks, or I will say now that you've fed and can kind of like think, you can make investigation or religion checks to try to figure out what the gods could be trying to
Oh,
figure
that's
out.
gonna
with
be
you
so
guys.
Oh,
bad.
that's really bad.
I got an 18.
Was the 4 including
Oh,
me or
can't
no?
wait. Can
You
we do
on
that
what?
too?
Yes. Oh, you as well. So no, you two
Oh,
did
I
it. It's
thought-
like before you. This is like a. These 4 have eaten now, and can
So
like
if you
okay.
do
It's like because that's like a
investigation,
continuous like.
Oh,
Yeah.
so now we
walk.
need to go eat. Okay.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 6 religion
Okay,
check.
yeah, no, I'll do.
Lee, you think Ares might want you to kill something for him?
That's a
It's the same
safe
bet.
Is anyone giving me advantage?
I can't.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
getting food.
can. Yes.
19 investigation.
Next
Oh,
investigation.
14 investigation.
14.
And
See,
11
Charlotte,
religion.
Athena.
Trent,
What's going on?
this is pretty cool. You look over.
Is that an Apollo's burger?
Apollo's burger.
Actually, if you're the
No, you look over.
Sacred cows!
This holy food.
What do you think would happen, friends? Listen, tune in next time to see what happens when the party eats the sacred cows of Apollo. No.
It's happened before.
It
You
has.
literally made me spit take. At least it ended back in the glass, but dude.
Excellent.
It would have been hilarious if we just went
Trent.
over August.
Yeah.
Yes! Level the mics in
It
the
was
way.
like-
no.
Hey,
Oh, man.
like about me, about everything. Like you look over and make eye contact with an eagle.
What? Oh. There,
So-
parent.
Is it a bald eagle?
That's
He, like,
one.
screeches back.
Screech back. All of
That's
you
what
now
I
can
heard.
definitely see the eagle.
Golden
Can I
eagle or
roll
bald
an
eagle?
insight check on this eagle to see what it wants?
This is a golden eagle.
Okay,
Okay,
I
that's
would've-
our dad's animal.
I would have made
Yeah,
made
it
fun
is.
of your dad being bald.
It's like, okay, what I would say is like stuff you would have picked up in camp. Bald eagles kind of then fell under Zeus's thing, because again, when the founding fathers, who some of them were demigods, and it's like choosing the symbol of Zeus, and so it's like, well, bald
You're
eagles.
telling me
existed.
Zeus could have been turkey? Is Zeus?
No, it's more
No,
like
that's not-
because
Because
some of the
between
founding
the eagle,
fathers.
the turkey, and another bird.
No, it's more like because some of the founding fathers were demigods, they're like, we should make it an eagle to appease Zeus, like this new nation, appease the king of the gods, that
Gotcha.
kind of vibe.
So someone was like a turkey, and then someone who's like the child of Zeus was like, definitely not.
Let's not do that one.
I think it was Theodore Roosevelt that wanted to make the
No,
national
it's Benjamin.
bird?
No,
Benjamin
Benjamin Franklin wanted the
Franklin
turkey.
Okay.
Teddy
The
Roosevelt.
That's
That's
like
why
later on.
I
Yeah,
remember
Thought somebody
Roosevelt
later on then
was,
tried to do that
not
again.
conceived
Oh,
yet.
maybe.
So-
This eagle starts to fly off.
Let's just go
Okay,
follow
I'm running
it.
after it.
Everyone
Yeah.
can follow.
Oh, shoot.
Everyone go ahead and make me a nature check.
Wait,
This is
you
a-
said for tracking that we get some sort of advantage.
Oh, that's true.
The twins.
Yes, you do.
All
Both
I
of you
can
get advantage on this check.
Nature check, you said?
Archie,
Nat
you immediately like, I know the South, and
Um,
step foot into this
But I get a
giant,
+7. so-
gross,
Hannah,
muddy hole and
Hannah.
just,
Hannah.
never mind.
18.
18.
I got another not 20.
Stop it!
It's
That's
okay.
more to
She shot me.
say!
I was
She
doing
shot
it to him.
I was gonna kill him!
This is the
Lonnie, he was dead! And you did
No,
that!
he lives!
Lonnie, come on! Alright.
This is the 4th natural one of tonight.
Yeah, that's fourth natural. You are getting all the luck.
Also,
Yes.
August.
The daughter of Zeus gets the nat 20s, the son of Hades is getting the ones.
Oh, I feel that.
As we're following
To
after
be
the
fair,
eagle,
that's one
fearless
zone, not
athlete to double
important
my
thing.
speed.
Ooh. If you double your speed, you will pull ahead of the group.
Yep.
Definitely.
Is he tracking? Oh, he
Nat
got
20, you keep everyone together, keep Archie from accidentally drowning in like sinkholes. Like,
Dude, no, this
I'm
way.
kidding. Like it's more just like with the Nat 1, it's like the South. It's like even going from Georgia to Mississippi. It's like, oh yeah, river is totally different than like
No, it's
Fields
completely
and-
different.
like,
Now for him,
all these
Mississippi all of a
things.
sudden becomes Australia.
Yes.
Everything wants to kill him.
Mississippi.
You keep everyone. Alexi,
Yeah,
you
Wilson
pull
Park.
ahead.
Here's a
You-
question.
Yes.
How far ahead would he pull in relation to, like, I have 10 more feet of speed than everyone else?
You all like you have 10 more, so you're a little bit ahead. But again,
But,
it's
like,
more
I
like
wouldn't be, I would have
Elena's holding the group together in that sense of like that nat 20 is like you're straight and true. You also be that's why you're able to pull ahead safely,
Mhm.
and you're close enough that it's like okay, so you're not gonna like
to,
make.
so, like,
leaps
I
and
can't
bounds.
keep up with him,
We got a
but,
decent
like,
chain going.
Can
Yeah.
I do? Would this be important to have a
Pass without trace.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna say it's already into it, right? It's one of those like because again, it's taking you out of this city, like into actual like
This
foresty.
is our
like,
territory.
Yeah.
This
Can
is
Maple make checks then and check for monsters?
Maple. The nat 20 is still holding strong.
Oh, cool.
Is what I'm gonna say.
Yay!
You guys travel in. Alexi,
Mm-hmm.
what you notice first and foremost, being the one in front, as you pull through, you're heading deeper into more muggy, hot, swampy territory, right? Like the ground is kind of muddy, right? Like even with your previous
Oh,
athlete,
here's
like
the bog.
holding
Yep.
true.
I like it.
Mike, yeah, you're feeling
At
great,
least
right?
one
It's like
plus.
there's water
One
around. This feels
already died.
good.
Isn't that good enough?
I'm
As
just gonna
you
play
go
with the
through,
water,
Alexi,
like in your hand.
following this eagle,
Mm-hmm.
as the eagle flies, keeping again an eye on your surroundings, the sun is travel. And after an hour
Wow, we're
of
in
trekking.
really good shape.
Yeah.
You are
Fearless athlete.
hearing a bit of water, like you can maybe like, hey, that must be like the Mississippi at this point coming
Mhm.
up. And you see up ahead what is wood and mud and tree, but still shaped into what could be described as like a dome. With water coming in and out, again, swamp, as the eagle flies overhead and almost disappeared. Maybe it's a trick of light flying into the sun, or no, I could have sworn it just like dissolved into wind. This eagle is gone.
Okay. I'm gonna stop and wait for the rest of the group to catch up.
Cool. Do you want to make any check while you're here?
Yes.
Go for it.
What kind of check am I making?
I'm gonna say this could be dealer's choice. You could do an investigation or a perception. It could even be a religion, right? If you want to pray, right? It's kind of like whatever Lexi wants to do at this point.
I'm gonna go with a religion check.
Go for it.
I have something to say to Alexi once I
Yeah.
16.
16.
It's pretty solid.
Hey, symbol of your father led you here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean,
I feel like
I'm also
this
gonna be
is
like,
gonna help us out.
Hermes?
you're not. Maybe it was Hermes. You don't know. Like, cause again, it's like an eagle is very vague. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it could have just been an eagle. Could have been any god or anything, right?
Pan.
As you head on up, the rest of the group approaches.
So I catch up. As soon as I do, I smack him on the back of the head and I go, just because you met death once doesn't mean you need to do it again. Stick with the group.
Hey, they said we were fine. Anyway,
Alexi, do what he says.
well, good thing I did charge up ahead, cause eagle disappeared over that dome thing.
And you all see this now.
Cool.
It was not, in fact, immediately apparent, but now you can find it.
Can I cast Bark Scan before we
Definitely.
Can,
Mabel's gonna make a quick perception check. You see, whatever's here doesn't smell too monstrous, but something's here. I'm sorry if that's not helpful, but it's kind of like a little underground in there, but it doesn't smell too scary.
If it's marshy, can I look around for footprints just to get an idea of what could be in there? Is it humanoid? Is it...
Yes, go ahead and make a nature check for me.
So I've cast Mage Armor.
14.
So I'm at 15.
Mage armor, barkskin, 14. You are not finding any footprints beside what seem to be animals. 14. You're seeing like what definitely looks to be larger things, or like, but like again, like hey, you're out in the woods, like
Larger
elk,
things like
badger,
bear, elk.
maybe something that looks but again, it's like no humanoid prints, only animal.
This might be too shenanigan-y. Could I roll like an insight check on the situation to figure out what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
While she's doing that, I was just gonna look
It's
for
an
any
18.
sort of entrance.
18. Cool. The entrance. Oh, there's a clear entrance, like
Oh,
something
there
that
is.
kind of
Okay.
ramps down just a little bit. 18. Go in. You're like with an 18. It's not to sound harsh, but it's like it's very obvious whatever you're supposed to do lies inside, whether that's fight or help
Would
or
now
flee.
be a good time for pass without a trace? Or should we like just go in obviously? Or like, is there like a door to knock on? Or
It's
like,
just kind of a ramping.
we
Okay.
can do pass without a trace. It won't hurt.
It is
I can
only one
sneak
entrance. I mean,
You could sneak in.
We could just have him poof in.
He
All by
could poof in,
himself.
you could sneak in, or you could all go. You have a lot of options.
Oh, here, I'll just send my dog in.
oh yeah.
There we
oh!
go. Yeah, let's send an Ember to.
Okay,
Sorry, I
then
wasn't
I'm
paying
not.
attention.
Should I still pass without a trace?
Not if we're sending
No.
Ember.
Let's see.
in.
Yeah, let's see what Ember
Yeah.
Amber
finds.
comes in, kind of padding through the water.
And I see to its eyes as I
As
said,
you come in, you
it's a dire
enter.
beaver.
Uh,
Calling it now. It's a dire beaver.
that would be
you
hilarious.
walk
I would
in.
love that.
The
As
beaver
through Ember's
god.
eyes, you see water and mud and so like again, very obvious like this terrain you've been kind of trekking through. What? And you can only see, correct?
Yeah, I
So
can
you're not
see
getting-
it in here.
See in here, but no like smell. Okay, just making
Well,
sure.
I believe.
Is it all about?
Now I gotta look it
Unless
up.
be
Ember
overpowered
wants to
with a
start
dog.
licking something and then just.
Let's see. I can see through its eyes and hear what it hears.
Here we go. You hear
gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has. So if it has like keen senses and smell and stuff like that.
It has a keen sense, but what you hear as Ember kind of wanders into this likely, again, light enough from like the branch and everything. It's not like a perfect roof in places. You hear sobbing.
Oh.
And as Ember comes up, you see
crying in there.
large statue lying on its side.
Okay.
And the statue is sobbing with tears coming off of the stone.
Okay, there's a big statue lying on the ground crying.
Can I roll a history check?
Interesting.
Go ahead.
Can I make out more details? Like, is it like what
It
kind
is
of
a
statue?
woman. You see the woman is dressed in very Grecian fashion. Not moving, only tears are running through it, and like water's puddling.
There's no like sobbing motion,
No.
18.
but there's like a sobbing sound.
Sobbing sound. 18.
History check.
You want to start going in? On
Same.
an 18.
Pitter patter. Let's get at
Something
her.
about a woman whose tears are like a river is what you're remembering there, Willow. If you like, I'll give it like later. Someone can make history, but it's like something. There was a story about a woman who like whose tears are a river and like things.
I will
As
say to the DM.
you
I
both-
don't
Oh, I
recognize-
think I
don't
know who
recognize
this is.
I
My character
recognize
wouldn't,
it,
but I
I
might.
don't remember who it is.
you walk in,
Okay.
You
the
okay?
crying stops. Excuse me. It becomes that. Oh, this is a lovely dog. Who put this dog here? Oh, it's a little hellhound. You come in, does
So,
everyone
yeah.
enter? Or at least
Yeah.
you walk in. As you are just
Super
Oh.
friendly.
visitors.
Yeah, he's an emotional
I
support
haven't
animal
had
if you.
visitors in
decided
a
it was
while.
You decided it was a he.
Demigods.
No,
Yep.
it's a she. My bad. My brain's
She.
not working.
You all
My
see this
default
woman
is he,
who
so-
tears are coming. Sobbing does not stop. Whenever she stops speaking, it's like, and more just water flowing freely
Have the
from
Hey,
her
background
what's
eyes.
just like-
wrong?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
I lost my children.
Oh no.
Your kids?
I'm sorry, I'm being awfully rude. What are your names? The statue again, just very like again, like the voice in sobbing is coming from, but like it stopped.
Can I give her my
History
middle
check.
name?
Can I do an insight check before I answer?
Yes, you can.
Can I do a history check?
Yes, you can.
Also, what is my middle name?
That's for you to decide.
No.
What was Zeus's
I'm
human
I rolled a
name?
3.
going to avoid telling her my name and ask her her name instead.
You
Does
what?
it, like,
I'm going to
general rules?
avoid telling her my
Yeah.
name and ask her for her name instead.
16. You see-
I'm gonna go by
Well,
Callie.
I guess you can call me Niobe.
I knew it.
Sorry, alright.
Sorry.
Megan does so.
I'm sorry.
Anyone who wants to can
Should've
make a
put this
history
link
check.
case on
Now
the
you
jump
can now
scares.
both make
Oh,
another
I'm sorry.
Because the 16 you got like,
let's
yeah,
use
like maybe this old story about a woman turned to stone.
I think that's only a
26.
12.
26,
18.
12,
I
18.
just rolled my 5th natural 1.
Oh my!
Wow! Some kids got it, some kids don't.
Wow.
Hey,
It was a
hey,
7
hey,
for
hey,
history.
Hey. It's fine. Oh, I only got 12.
12.
Oh, sorry. What are we rolling?
History, yeah, and Trent, what'd you get for yours?
6.
6.
That's cocked.
Trent, this is like an obscure, like, a woman who knows stone and tears. Like, what'd you get?
That's only an 11.
So, you
46.
got a
12.
12, and you got
18.
18. None of you both, it's now starting to come back. Niobe, a princess. You remember this now. She, back in the day, became princess and then queen.
Jason the Arcanauts? Am I
No,
thinking
that was
of-
Medea.
What you
Oh, my
remember
bad.
is Niobe, this queen,
Oh,
had 14
Yeah.
children.
Oh my.
7 boys and 7 girls. And
Wow.
the reason she's poor is she bragged that she was better than Leto, mother of
Oh.
Apollo and Artemis.
Yeah.
Saying, well, I gave birth to
Children,
14,
children.
not Apollo and Artemis shot them all down, and she cried so much Zeus turned her to stone, and it became a river eventually.
What
Wow,
river
so
did
you
she
tell me
create?
it's this river?
Do you remember?
So
It
she
was
is
never really
crying
named,
the
I think,
Mississippi River?
or at least
Wait,
adding
so
to it now.
was
Like, I mean,
Wait, was Zeus the dad? Is that what you're saying?
no, Zeus
no,
was
no,
on
it's
his
just
a mortal
pity, I guess.
bragging.
Like, hey, I feel
My kids
bad.
counteract all yours, so I guess I'll.
Like with the Athena story and the weaving, it didn't
So I
have
was
anything to
thinking-
do with like, oh, no, it's just
Arachne.
like I'm better than the gods, bragging.
Is there anything that we can do to help?
Yeah, Arachne. Yeah. that
Would
was
you like
me.
to set up?
Yeah,
You're
what are
laying
your
down.
names? Let's
My name's Callie.
Form of Callie. Wonderful.
Wilson?
Wilson. Nice.
Oh,
Nice
we're
to meet
using
you.
your made-up
If
name?
you're using made-up names, I do
Nope,
need
that's my
a
last name.
deception roll.
No, that's my middle name. I'm gonna say Callie's my middle name.
Still deception roll. It's like you are technically not giving a first.
I
Like
will give
again.
My
her
name
my
is
name.
Braxton Buzz
Can
Rusty.
I?
Who's that? No. Yeah.
I'll just
I
give
got
her
a
my real name
12.
at this point.
Willow.
I think I'll give her just like
Lee's a
Lee?
pretty generic name.
because it's also like not my full name, so.
And Archie.
Archie.
I know, and I'm like
19 deception
Willow
to tell her
of a
my name
tree.
is
You're a tree.
Jackson.
Jackson.
That's good.
All right.
I just got a
You
12.
see,
Should be anything like
Trent.
Avatar.
Do you give your real name, fake name?
It's a really
or-
Elise.
Red
Yeah,
is
I
kind of
love that
frozen in this
line.
moment, and he has no idea what to
Let's
do.
see. Let's go ahead and cut one of these brownies.
Well, wonderful.
I sent you something.
And I see we have a few dryads. It's lovely. I love nature. It's so wonderful. I'm sorry. It's just so hard.
Can I roll a quick insight check? Because, again, Lee did grow up in LA. She knows all about all the sketchy things. Is this like, oh, she wants to like kidnap us all to replace her children? Like, that's what her insight is like, I'm worried this is where this is going.
Holy crap! That's probably what's gonna happen.
Again, this is
Well,
like
that's
me
why I
coming
checked
from
insight
California in
before.
this headspace of this 12-year-old. This is what she's worried about.
12-year-old in California. Is she gonna kidnap me? Go ahead and roll an insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. Like,
She's probably going to do that.
Ooh.
Oh, 22.
22.
oh cool.
You can tell the statue probably won't try to kidnap.
Okay.
Like in first, what you're realizing though is like with the gods, it's like, hey, yeah, this woman who's kind of stuck as stone. Do they want us to unstone her? Do they want us to get rid of her?
We've
Do
already
they want us to?
unstone one person.
It's like, unfortunately, you're not insight onto what they want to do, but it's like it's very clear. It's like she's not gonna kidnap us, but why are we here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can we help her
Yeah.
up and then like ask her what
Is her
happened
statue, like,
to her?
broken?
It's like
anything?
lounging on its side though, like
Oh.
because kind of that like cry into
So
your
she's
arms,
turned
but like
into stone, but like she can move.
Zeus turned her to stone. She cannot move.
Can I try something?
What do you want to try?
So Trent just kind of walks up, sits down next to her, and is like, "Would it make you feel better talking about it?"
Maybe it would.
What were your kids like?
They were beautiful. They were so wonderful. You
I
don't
don't know if it makes
understand.
it worse. Sorry, just tell them we're talking.
Sammy, then Jeremy, then Jocelyn, then and she goes through like all
It's
four
very
names.
Greek
And
names.
she gives very Greek.
It's like, are you gargling?
She's like looking up Greek names now.
I will. Oh no.
I'm
Greek
sorry.
names. Let's go.
Greek
Extra Greek.
names.
A cast is a Cassis, a Chinese icon. We went for an 8.
Oh my god! What?
I know you want realism. I'll give you realism. Full through, and she's just like you see. She's kind of dissolving into that gross
Crap, me and
depression.
Elena are
Just like,
screwed.
and they were so wonderful.
It's like the Jubilee Yuri story where the guy had like 7 daughters that all
You
started with A
should've
and
seen
he could
that
never remember all
Cassis
their
was
names.
the best archer in all the land, and I'm sorry, I just made one little thing. I made one mistake, and no one wants to see my mistake. And starts
To be fair, she
dissolving.
was probably that mom who like gets really like angry at like t-ball games. At the end of
Archie,
the
you're
year.
getting that like Karen vibes. Like yeah, she's sad and it
But I mean,
sucks, but and you know why. Like, and I guess you could either like secretly was like, okay, yo, I'll get shot dead. Like,
I
but
have
it's
message.
Hear me out.
oh, you
though.
do have message.
I'm
Yeah,
letting
Can I
everyone know.
respond to message?
yeah, you can.
Hear me out. I
Once you-
respond. It's like, but does a Karen deserve
I
infinite?
wouldn't say she's a
punishment?
Karen.
Oh no,
That-
I'm just saying
that's
like
not-
that's to give
He
you
was
that mental
messaging us
image of
the
yes, this
story
is-
about her
yes.
Yeah,
kids.
I know.
So
It's like, but
I'll be like, can you describe them?
She
Like,
goes into full
appearance
detail appearance wise.
Can I shape water to make them look like our kids?
that might be
Just to
worse.
bring them
I'm
back
not
for
sure
a
that
little
would
bit.
help.
Well, I'll ask first. Like,
Would it help?
is there anything that we can do to help?
That's the-
No, and I
Wait,
well,
alright,
no, I
wait,
know why you're here. suffering. I get it. I get it. You can't just go away, and it's fine. And
Well, the thing is,
you're
I don't
also
think you
lovely
deserve.
children.
Man,
Please don't tell
I
me
wanna
what
let you
any of
know-
our kids had our names.
No.
Thank you.
That would be a little weird.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you see though, as Cry just, and I feel even worse because again, like I did kind of make a deal.
What was the
Well,
deal?
all I have to do is kill you when I get my kids back.
Oh!
All of you look behind, and the place you had come from has interwoven with vines.
F you, just because it wasn't
and
specifically
mud.
kidnapping.
As no, like that's the thing is like, if it's not
She-
kidnapping,
She wasn't going to
She wasn't
kidnap
going
us.
She's
to.
not going to kidnap you.
Kidnapping and murder
Hear
are very
the
different.
sounds
Yes.
of nature, once pleasant in this morning, now seems sinister, bubbling and rising. I'll try to make it quick. Everyone roll initiative, and that's where we're going to end the
Yay.
session
Oh
for
my
the night.
gosh.
Thank you all for
I got
watching.
21.
We'll see you next time.
Ow.